Randy Orton is injured. Paige is gone away. Sasha Banks, has she left the WWE or not? Vince McMahon, scandal, stocks, insider trading, marriage, court, investigations. Nick Khan's dirty work, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, AEW ratings tank, and there's tons of wrestling news. And for the first time in 8 months, Outta Nowhere returns tonight, June 16th, 2022. Plus, MJF. It's hollow without MJF. What's going on? And so much more. I can feel it. What's up, everybody? It is a Thursday night, the night that you would normally hear Outta Nowhere back for a while, I believe. And now we're back with Outta Nowhere, the first episode in 8 months. It's kind of crazy. But, you know, there's so much wrestling news the other night and today and stuff going on that it was like, all right, this is a great time to bring this back. I was thinking about it anyway because there was just so much news yesterday. And then, you know, Mustafa also brought it up, and I was like, well, you know, this is the time to do it because there's so much to catch up on and sort of speculate on. And I've got I'll tell you something. I have not received DMs like this from people and had communications with so many people on Twitter like I have over the last, 24 hours like I have. This is unbelievably crazy. And, you know, my speculation on Sasha is that, you know, I think that she asked for her release. I'm just going to drop the goods right off the bat. I think what's gone on here is that she has asked for her release, but they have not made it official yet, and I don't think that they've granted it yet either. But that is what seemingly has come out, is that she asked for her release. Somehow that turned into she's gone, quit, fired, whatever. I don't know. Mustafa, what's up, baby?
What's going on, sexy?
Oh, do me in the daddy spot.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
I'm sorry to say, but I'm straighter than a $10 bill, daddy.
Ugh. Well, let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, and like I said, if you guys want to reach out to me on Twitter, feel free to do it. Some people wanted to come on. Let me know if you do. I'll try to get you on in a little bit. But yeah, man, there's a lot of shit going on. I got a big list of notes of shit, And
you have a big list.
a big list. I got a big list. I got a Jericho list right here. I know.
Now, did you get it signed by Jericho yet? Is it official?
You know what I should do is I should make a list and be like, will you sign this? It's a replica list of Jericho. But actually on the list it says crazy things, you know? Like,
right, but you have to at least include armbar.
yeah, I'll include like a few moves and make him think that. But then it will actually, in the middle of the list, it will say I approve of like the murder of this person. Like, and then I can break the story that Jericho signs document that approving like the killing of. Anyway,
I killed this Yakuza gang leader. I got this person's blood from a sample.
Man, I think Jericho's, I got to bring this up. This is something that I didn't actually take notes on this, but this is interesting. A lot of people don't even know about the thing I'm about to bring up now, but Jericho has a show on his YouTube channel that he does. And Jericho's YouTube channel is so small, or under the radar, I guess, that I will go into his streams a lot of times, and there'll be like 180 people watching.
I've seen you do that.
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, what up, Jericho, or whatever, what up, Chris? And once in a while, he'll respond and be like, oh, Cronin's here, or whatever. One of the craziest YouTubers, he'll like say funny things, but sometimes he'll just.
Oh, so he acknowledges you.
Yeah, sometimes he acknowledges me. He'll be like, twice he's acknowledged me. Be like, he said stuff. It's weird. One time somebody else said something, and then he was like, oh, I like that guy's funny or whatever. Anyway, but he was great, so he's funny. But my point in this is, he does a show called The Winnipeggers with his some of his friends, right? So they're coming up on episode 100 of their show. And now, from what I understand, I watch it once in a while, and I've tuned into probably only 12 or 15 of the 100 shows, and they're free on their YouTube channel. But on their 100th episode the other night, the Winnipeggers, Jericho's YouTube show, they put it actually behind a paywall, and they had for $70 or $80 or something, you could watch episode 100. And you got like a T-shirt and everything, and I was like, man.
Oh, cool.
But I thought it was kind of weird, because it was like, and maybe I'm missing something. Maybe somebody in the chat knows something I don't know, but I don't know. I thought it was weird that like your 100th episode celebration, instead they did it behind a paywall. Like, it was kind of weird. I don't know. Like, I found that bizarre. What do you think about that? Because I just thought, would you put, let's say, be like if I was doing monetize this 100 again, but I was like, I'm going to put this behind a paywall. You'd be like, wait.
I mean, again, if it's Jericho, I wouldn't pay no mind in terms of like, oh, well, you mean he's charging his fans. Dude, he is a businessman.
I know, yeah.
And also, mind you, that he's still an active wrestler. So if he wants to do that and also wants to give you exclusive, T-shirts or this and that for doing that, dude, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I think that maybe he's trying to help his other guys get paid too. I mean, I don't know how much they I don't know. I mean, again, how much do you think they made off it? I mean, they have a regular audience of about 200-300 people, but now they put episode 100 behind a paywall. How many people think bought it?
That's the thing, though, too, Joe. Like, again, if Jericho was, let's say, doing that, like, for example, if you would, let's say, maybe do 3 or 4 different shows online, a week per se, plus also the stuff that you do for Patreon, like, and Jericho has a lot of ground to cover as, again, he's a touring musician. He's a wrestler. Right. He does podcasts with various people, not just in wrestling, but also in the music business and elsewhere. And, again, he's been in a few movies and stuff like that, but he's not like tearing it up in Hollywood like other people. But he can have that option if he wants to. And again, even when he was doing stuff at the Growlings or he was at the Improv in California, doing.
I don't even care like about all that. Like, I understand like he's got to make money and whatever else. I'm just saying, like, I feel it's weird, like, no matter who it is, a celebrity, me, anybody. I just felt like that's interesting. Like, you put it, the 100th episode behind the paywall. You would think on the 100th episode, like, people probably would have been donating and stuff like that and going crazy.
Well, I think some people, maybe not a lot of people, but probably have donated like a little bit of money here and there just to get their, their question answered or to, say, hey, Chris, how you doing? Or blah, blah, blah. So I'm pretty sure that's happened. I mean, people have done that even during the AEW streams, like the pre-shows and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why would you? So I just found it weird. I was like a little side thing before we get into all the real wrestling news and stories that I don't know. I just wonder what people think. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what he did. Of course, I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying, like, I thought it was interesting because they do this free show every week where they hang out and they have a good time with this huge audience. But then episode 100 is coming up, so it's like their birthday party. But they decide, let's put it behind a paywall. I just thought that was different. That was weird. Like I thought.
Oh no, it's different because again, if it's going to be the 100th episode and maybe you're building it up, I don't know if there was any build up towards that specific show or if they were going to have a guest appearance or something like that. But if that's the case, then good for him. I mean, if that's going to get his people paid, great.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what they thought. I don't know. I'll tweet him right now.
Oh my God, Nico's like the Grand Wizard, Chris Jericho, and I'm like, ugh.
He calls himself like a wizard. You know what I mean? And he was one in that show, right? Wasn't there a movie? Wasn't he the KKK guy in that movie, and that's why he's saying that?
Yeah. I was just kind of like going, oh man.
How about that? That was weird. Like, like that doesn't help his whole like persona that people have. But
no.
I would have been like, I don't know that role. I don't know, but it's kind of funny, like in a way, like it's. I don't know. All
right. So
why don't you go first? You go first. Yeah, tell me what's up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say before we get into all the bigger news, let's start with like the smaller news, just to get that started off before we get to the main event, which we all know why we're here. You actually mentioned this, and I didn't even realize this until you mentioned it earlier on in the day. But Brian Hebner.
Yeah.
Brian Hebner is retiring.
Yeah, pretty crazy because it just feels like he never really got to be at the forefront, like his father, with all the lineage. I mean, Brian Hebner has been a ref for how long now? Since 2005 or 3?
I think it was a little bit earlier than that, but yeah, he's been around. Actually, I believe since 2003, and I think that was maybe even before WWE. I don't trust Wikipedia, so I didn't want to go on there. But no, like if you know anything about Hebner family, and again, before Earl Hebner came to WWE, him and his brother Dave were already in the territories in the NWA.
Right.
So that family goes way back. And as a matter of fact, there's an old Road Warriors match that's on their DVD, and Jim Ross is doing the what they call sort of like those review commentary things where they're at the studio and they're commentating over like these old matches. And JR's like, oh yeah, that was during a time when Earl Hebner actually had hair.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He had the Jufro.
Yeah, that's weird that he had hair like that. At some point a few years ago, I started realizing like I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna look like Earl Hebner and Howard Finkel. I always thought I was gonna be Shawn Michaels.
I met Earl Hebner actually in Florida during, I think it was WrestleMania 33 weekend at a party. And the funny thing is, when you get a few drinks in him, he's basically a Sour Patch Kid. First, he's like, "What you mean by that?" And then he just like, "No, man, I'm just kidding."
Let me tell you something. I love Earl Hebner as a ref or whatever. I know JB back in the day used to hate him. But I like Earl Hebner. People always say, "Oh, you don't like Aubrey Edwards, so you must not like Earl Hebner." And I'm like, well, no. Earl Hebner has like a cadence and a style and an exaggeration, but I mean, Aubrey Edwards is all over the place. She's like all over so it's not even the same to me, But Earl Hebner, by the way, he does remind me, even though I like him a lot, he does remind me of someone when you're not looking would steal your sneakers. I don't know why. I swear to God, you take your I don't know what it is about him. He's got this weird Weasley thing. Like I feel like about him where it's like, everybody has to take their shoes off in the mansion at the big,
No. He'll steal everybody's laces, right?
Yeah.
He'll steal laces first, and if he really likes you, he'll steal your entire shoes. And God forbid if he wants to rib you, he'll basically pull the Mr. Fuji thing and just light your shoes on fire while you're on the airplane.
I don't think it's a rib though. I think he wants to sell your shit on eBay. Like that's what I'm talking about, and that's why he got fired from WWE basically. So I mean, I just think the guy's always got a side little. He kind of looks like Master Splinter.
He's got a side hustle.
Yeah, but an illegal one. You know what I mean? Like a questionable side hustle.
A questionable side hustle.
I mean, the guy's basically a criminal. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, yeah, I think Brian Hebner, he was always good, and it's too bad that he. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he's retiring because he's found another career that's going to make him more money and something different to get into, and he's at this point wrestling isn't paying off anymore, and he's sore of doing it because he can't be retiring. I don't think unless the Hebners.
Well, here. I mean, I get that, and I can absolutely buy into that. I mean, for me, he's been in the business literally since the 2000s, so definitely going on 20 years. he's definitely very important to Impact Wrestling. He was, I mean, before Impact was Impact, it was called TNA, and he was there even for that inception. After he and WWE parted ways.
How long was he in WWE? 2 years before he got let go? Because he got let go because of what Earl did, right? Like Earl and his.
If that's the case, then that's not right.
Because I think so. I swear to God, everybody in the chat, somebody let us know. I'm pretty sure that because he just started. He'd been there about a year or two, and then all of a sudden Earl was gone, and then he was gone.
Yeah, but I think he left for different reasons. Because remember, if that's because of damaged goods, then that's not proper business etiquette. And
Hebner,
WWE has done some shady stuff. But
all right, 2005, WWE announced that Hebner was fired by the WWE for selling merchandise. Okay, but that's Earl, so I don't know about Brian Hebner.
Yeah, because Brian stuck around for a while. Yeah. He did stick around for a little while, and then he ended up in TNA.
Brian Hebner discusses Dave and Earl Hebner's exit. Okay, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. People would have to tell me. I don't remember now.
And by the way, Brian Hebner as a referee, a matter of fact, Joe, because obviously you wrestled, and I wanted to actually ask you this. Explain to people who don't really understand the use of a referee. Yes, to count the pinfall. Yes, to see the submission. But explain to people what the purpose is of a referee. More so, not just in the performance of the match, but really the overall concept of the match.
Well, I think that I think a lot of people kind of know this, but I mean, I think a lot of people know it, but a lot of people don't know. Like, the referee is. I mean, he's communicating between the wrestlers. He's keeping time.
Going backstage.
Yeah, he's keeping time. He's getting people told stuff in his earpiece. He's letting the wrestlers know, hey, you got a minute and a half commercial stall, or here's the part we do this. He's going back and forth to the wrestlers. Somebody might have gotten hurt. The other wrestler says, tell him I'm going to do this. He goes and tells the other guy. I mean, yeah, the referee is it's weird too, because on the indies, right? Like, and say there's a new referee or something like that, and what happens is the referees just don't when they're on the indies and they don't know a lot, they try to do nothing, almost nothing, right? Like a young new referee, they try not to really do anything. Like don't do anything, because you're gonna just fuck up the match. So don't do that. Don't fuck up the match. So they don't do much. So a young wrestler, the wrestlers are really dictating to the referee what's going on. But the higher priority the match and the higher priority the company, right? So if you go out there and the company doesn't care, you're on some like almost mud show shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys got like 8 or 15 minutes. I don't know. Go out there and whatever. You know what I mean? The referee a lot of times doesn't have a lot to say. The wrestlers kind of know. But once in a while, a wrestler will say to the referee, like, how long have we been going? Or, like, how much time you think? Things like that. And if the referee don't know, he's like, I don't know, guys. Like, and you're on your own. You don't know what's going on. But
or if two wrestlers don't know the finish of the match, and they I know there was an example of Chavo Guerrero was talking about how he had a match with Benoit on a house show. And the referee asks, like, Chavo, like, what's the finish? And they're like, we don't know. It's either somebody's tapping out or somebody's getting pinned. Just be ready. You'll know when to ring the bell.
Yep.
Actually,
but live on TV though, that shit gets really important. Like it's a whole nother thing. Right?
TV is a whole different animal.
That's why Hebner, like what you do on TV as a referee is, like it's like, bro, the pressure on TV or at a show, even if you're at a show not on TV with 200 people there. And you have to be out of the venue by 10 p.m. or like they charge you another, crazy amount. So you got to get time down. So if you're the referee, man, like, yeah.
By far, Earl Hebner and Mike Chioda are probably the two best referees in the modern era that came out of WWE. But with Brian, again, just like his dad, but except again, it's funny. And I actually look back at a few matches that I remember Brian being in. And just, I love this way where he's like, he's trying to get somebody off the rope and he's just like, you gotta listen to me. And he's like really being over dramatic with like his presence. Same thing with Mike Chioda, because he would over dramatize, get off the ropes, listen to me, blah, blah, blah. So I could definitely see Brian taking from those two, from his two, mentors, definitely his father and as well as Mike Chioda. But Jake the Snake Roberts, just to end this off as far as Brian Hebner goes, Jake the Snake Roberts once said that probably the best way to enter the business is actually being a referee, because you understand the value of making sure that a match is timed right. More importantly, that you understand what's going on between you, what's going on in the ring, what's going on in the back, and also you feel the crowd and where they're going, and how a crowd and psychology, feels.
Exactly, yeah. And and a promoter might say to the referee, like, on the side, like, hey, if they're not fucking getting this over, cut it. Get them out, all that sort of thing. So, yeah, dude, and that's the thing about referee. It's so funny. You can have some guy who doesn't really give a damn, who's a slob, who doesn't know anything, big fat slob referee guy, doesn't know anything, doesn't care. It's his first couple of weeks. And he can just go out there and it's like, he can do almost nothing. Almost nothing. The wrestlers might say, hey, tell him I need this and whatever, and that's really it. But sometimes, like I said, but then you can have a referee who's like a goddamn, directing the thing like an orchestra. So you can get somebody who's super confident and amazing and special, and then you can get somebody who's just a fucking shit bum. And it really depends on what you need anyway. So, but yeah, let's move on from the referee stuff. But it is interesting the how you can have a referee who's limited and keeps it very simple and doesn't do much versus having a referee who could run the, he really is important and the wrestlers love him for it and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And sometimes people try to do too much and the wrestlers are like, yo, just let us, whatever. But
and that's why we have a rough bump. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks. So what is going on in terms of, okay, so from what I'm hearing, and there's various reports that she either asked for her release or is looking to get released, or she's been fired, or there's various speculation going on. Now, mind you, her husband, Makazi, still works for the company. And for those of you who don't watch Up, Up, Down, Down, or haven't watched Up, Up, Down, Down in a long time, Sasha was a very major part of that program on YouTube, and Makazi, which is Sasha's real-life husband.
If you want to call him that, yeah.
Real-life husband, basically still works for the company and actually does a lot of the ring attire.
Right.
For a lot of the wrestlers.
He's a she.
Well, I mean, I haven't checked. Have you?
I don't know, man. He's shorter than her. He's got mangled teeth, and he sews women's stuff. I don't know, bro. All right.
Apparently, he's good at men. I don't know.
Gay.
He might be. No, I'm just picking on him. He's a sweet guy. He seems like a very nice man.
From what I heard,
but does my mic sound good? I got like a whole new PC set up today.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah, you sound good. No, you sound great.
All right, appreciate it.
But at any rate, so in terms of Makazi getting any heat, I highly doubt it because he's behind the scenes and he doesn't do that much. And with things online, especially since that Up, Up, Down, Down is back. But with Sasha, though, it doesn't look good. I mean, again, I could definitely see her being damaged goods and being let go. But then we also need to talk about Naomi if that's the case. So let's first start with Sasha.
About to say.
I think it's possible that Naomi could skate and they just whatever. But Sasha's probably, I don't know. And I wonder how much this sort of leak has to do with the Vince stuff. Like they're almost like trickling it out there, and then because if they don't announce something tomorrow, it's probably not happening. But like you said, the reason why this is out there, allegedly, and now I believe it 100% today, because yesterday this is what I thought and said, and this is what I heard, and now today this still haven't announced anything. So to me, all that's happened is that she has asked for her release, and then she told people she asked for her release, and that's why that this has come out that she's not in the company. But that's not true. She asked for a release. So I don't know. Are they holding this to try to sort of sidetrack everybody from the Vince McMahon scandal, and they're trying to use it to drag it out?
No, because remember, this already was happening and developing over a course of period of time before this all came about in March.
Right, but we haven't heard about it since then. All of a sudden, the day that the scandal happens, now we get this weird leak. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it a little bit because, again, I can only imagine that this wasn't just a one-and-done decision in one night, and then both Naomi and Sasha just said, "Screw it, we're out of here." I think honestly, this was a build-up for a number of months. Mm-hmm. I know that Sasha, even though she was somewhat in the title picture here and there, she wasn't the lead, character, protagonist, antagonist on the show, especially since that, Becky was gone for a little bit. I know Charlotte has always been the main feature. As a matter of fact, based on ratings and certain other analytics, that despite how people feel about Charlotte, she's the most viewed women's wrestler in the company in terms of the most watched, whether it be on Raw or SmackDown. I do know that Sasha, in some way, especially, I mean, her business in the Royal Rumble this year, if you remember, the thing that she had with Melina, was actually pretty cool. I know a lot of people, crap on Melina's like, oh my God, she's out of shape, she's this and that. No, that was a good moment between the two.
No, it was nice. Like I
thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I look over that. I thought that was fine. Like, yeah, I didn't really have a problem with that. Hey, let me drop a dono really quickly because people are chiming in. Let me interrupt us here. It's Out of Nowhere, episode 258.
Yeah.
It's good to be back somewhere, or it's 255. Sorry, I don't even know what goddamn episode.
Come on now, get with the program, Joe.
Dude, 8 months ago was the last Out of Nowhere. It got 5,000 views. It made over $500. And we had, I mean, it's amazing that this show was always really, really well received. So it is too bad that I sort of had to put it on hold for so long. But, and obviously Jake was a big deal and big part of it. I'm sure he may be listening.
Shout out to Jake.
Shout out to Jake because he might be listening. He's just, he hears a bunch of this stuff. What up,
He
Jake?
is.
Play with your colostomy bag. No, he doesn't have one of those. I'm just joking.
If you rub your chest in a circular motion.
Whoa!
Oh no!
Oh shit!
We plan the spot all day.
D. Welsh is dropping a bomb early on.
Jam it in. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
The Celtics win!
Whoa,
God.
it's in your bunghole. I want
Whoa.
it jammed in my bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle.
Let's get a little fucking crazy tonight.
No.
Golden State making the Celtics their bitch tonight.
Oh my God!
Ha, 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 ha.
God damn it, D. Welsh. D. Welsh, man. He was like jerking off at the idea of Out of Nowhere coming back, so I'm not surprised he dropped a bomb. Whoa.
The D. Welsh bomb initiated.
D. Welsh bomb
Oh,
explodes.
gosh.
What happened?
The Warriors just killing.
Oh,
killing
yeah.
them.
Dude, the Celtics started off like on fire. They were like, let's go. Fucking 12-2. Here we go. And then I get home and I get in, I do some things, and I come down here and I look and it's like 35-50. And I'm like, what? What happened? D. Welsh.
They just let them get
100.
away with it.
Yeah, it sucks. I
Well,
knew they're
a lot
done.
of things have been getting away lately, haven't they?
Yeah, like Asher's virginity.
By the way, for those of you who really truly love Joe and been around Joe for quite a while and been supporting Joe, would you please, for the love of God, like that video, like this video, stick the thumb where, Joe?
In Mustafa's ass.
No, I don't allow strangers.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Put it
about
in
me?
me. Put it in
What
my
about me?
ass. No, you're still weirdly
What?
18. It's like weird still. You're too
Yeah,
young.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shut up.
You're too close
Paul,
to
dude.
17. It's weird.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
well, I'm on the farther end of 19. Does that sound better?
But that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like
Oh.
a bratwurst for a Cheerio in you, bro. Come on now. It's very awkward.
You know, when I was 18, I had my car and I was in my last year of high school. So it was like, I was awesome because people were like, oh, you have a car, you know?
I'm already out of
I
high
was
school.
awesome.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, because I was old. You know what it is? I was older because I was like sort of, I had to go to like a first grade class before first grade. So I wasn't, I don't know if it's kept back, but I had an extra grade. So I was
Joe
always
Cronin
older.
says he is awesome.
I'm awesome. I was awesome in high school for like 1 year when I had a car and nobody else did. Like girls were getting like, give me a ride. Like, oh yeah, I want to get in my car. And it was a piece of shit car, but I
Get
mean,
absolutely nothing in return.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my God, Mr.
like there was this girl with a gigantic nose blew me in my car. It was crazy. It was awesome.
Mr. Pico's like, I'm beige. No, brother, I'm mocha latte tan. Get it straight.
Pour that mocha all over me. D. Welsh is the top dono right now with $100 bomb. I don't think that will be eclipsed tonight potentially, but we'll see. Thank you. Where were we? What were we talking about? We'll get back to that.
Sasha Banks. So as far as her, I could definitely see her getting released. But my big question is, what's going to be the first major interview where she starts spilling the beans?
Sasha Banks? I don't know, man. Like
Jericho or Renee?
Well, assuming she goes to AEW. I mean, where else is she going to go?
Even if she doesn't, because remember, Punk was going straight to the UFC the moment he got done with Cole Cabana's podcast. I'm not saying that Sasha's going to do the same thing, but she doesn't necessarily have to wrestle again if she doesn't want to.
I would say
I think it'll be Jericho.
Yeah, well, no, you know what? I would say Renee. If she doesn't go to WWE, I bet you she would do Renee's for some reason.
If AJ Mendez can do it, so can Sasha.
I hope she goes to Jericho, but it's probably be. I think it'd be Renee, and then I don't know why, but I feel like that Chris Van fish fillet sandwich will get her for some reason.
CVV?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there was a recent photo of her that just came out. I believe it was on Instagram, and it's her obviously looking better because, again, like, you know how like sometimes like over a period of time, like, you know, you may lose weight in the face or whatever like that. She looks healthier.
Yeah.
You know, Naomi put out a video of her and her husband on the beach not too long ago, so of course she's doing good. But let's go over to Naomi now. So Sasha Banks obviously doesn't necessarily have, other than her husband still in the company, but with Naomi, it seems like she may still be able and willing to return, but again, we'll get the Mustafa Ali treatment.
They got to be careful with her because she's part of the Usos and part of the Roman thing. So if they piss off her, I'm telling you, if they piss her off, I could see the Usos one of the Usos is going to get pissed off about, you know, if they got rid of her.
But they need the Usos. They need the Usos on TV with Roman.
So they need him. Yes. They need her to drive them. So, like, there's this whole fucking thing going on here. They get rid of Naomi.
They have to be the designated driver.
Right. They don't have Naomi chirping in their ear to not drink and crash. Now she's gone. They get another DUI. I mean, I'm telling you, they are one DUI. He's one DUI away from done. You know, so she's got to drive, man. They get rid of Naomi. She don't drive. They fuck.
Question.
Like, everyone's gone, and then Roman's mad now.
Question: has he even been to rehab once?
I wouldn't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
God. I mean, again, I wonder sometimes if ever like somebody asked for Rikishi like at a signing or something like that at an appropriate time. Dude, what's going on with your boy?
Which one?
Jimmy, who's constantly getting in, drinking and driving.
I spelled donation wrong. Thank you for the donation, though. Yeah, no, there's something wrong with him. I mean, he's next, man. I mean, we spent years bagging Sonny on this shit. Then we spent years doing it to Jeff Hardy, and recently, look what he just did. And now we've spent a good 4 years or so on the Uso. I think it's Jimmy Uso with the problem, right? Not Jay, it's Jimmy. So Jimmy has a problem, and, you know, how long until he does something? So, I mean, this is just, we're kind of like, we know what's going to happen if you keep doing this. You know, so they got to stop. They haven't in a little bit, so good for them. But again,
well, remember, they can't pop pills anymore. You can't pop pills. I mean, marijuana, you know, again, with WWE, of course, it's not a federal thing, so of course, like, they'll still get in trouble. With AEW, it might be a little bit different. I don't know the drug policy over there, but I'm pretty sure it's standard, just like WWE to a degree. But that's the other thing too. When, you know, you're drinking and you're on the road and, you know, you're constantly hitting the towns and you can't get any sleep or you want to stay up all night. I mean, I get it for major shows, but, you know, unless if you're, you know, traveling back home and you're doing something at home, you know, you got to be careful because it's not like the 80s where it's all outlaws and vagabonds on the road. But you brought up Jeff Hardy. Now, I'm assuming you saw the whole video.
Oh, yeah. I watched. It was like 40 minutes. There's another angle. Like, I watched everything.
And Jeff, as you can tell, you can look into his eyes and you can tell the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, did you hear what he said? He's like, I had like 2 hot red thunderballs or some shit, whatever. He told the cop like everything he drank.
He was fireball that based upon the alcohol level that he had.
Right.
I could have sworn he said something like I had 10 drinks or 20 drinks, and I remember just shocked faced.
Yeah, he told him what he had. He was like, "Yeah, this is what I had." You know, like, dude, listen, he's a sweetheart of a guy, but he's got a problem. And like I said, in real life, he's a sweetheart person, but he's got a major problem. So Jeff is a mess. Let's steer to something else because I think we beat Hardy to death. We can come back to it, but I real quick.
MJF.
Well, yeah, let's go into AEW. There's still, we got to talk about Randy Orton, Paige, Vince scandal. We'll get into the Vince thing later. But real quick, let's do AEW because AEW ratings came out the other day and they got destroyed. No NBA final on that night.
What's the rating compared to, let's say, Raw or anything else on NXT?
The Dynamite viewership. I mean, I had been saying that I was disappointed that they still weren't creeping up to 1 million, but the other night they dropped below 900,000 for the first time in a little bit, and not only did they drop below 900,000, they dropped all the way down to 761,000.
Ooh.
That's a 19%
That's
drop.
Not good.
Yeah, they dropped
That's
19%
bad.
from the week before, and there was no NBA game, so I don't know.
And yesterday's show was pretty solid.
I'm going to blame it on the week before show being not very good, because I think the week before we kind of destroyed it. We were like, yikes. Like, I did not like the week before, I believe. And so, because, that did not, last night's show did not deserve, for them, didn't deserve their lowest rating in, I think, 5 months or something like that. I don't think so. I think last night's show deserved more viewership than the week before, but the week before might have killed this week.
And I think I even posted this on Twitter where I said that it looked as if it was like two shows pushed into one. There was just so much content to dish out, especially with Forbidden Door coming up. But then also there were rewrites, and you could tell there were rewrites because of
what I think,
with Jeff Hardy getting in
yes.
trouble, and
all they did for that, to me, they just took them out of the match. That's all they really did for that. I don't think that was too big a deal.
Well,
the match it was, but
I read something that said that they were planning on putting the straps on the Hardys, and then, like, after their match at Double or Nothing, they decided not to do it. And then after the Jeff Hardy stuff, they were like absolutely nowhere near the picture.
Yeah, no, they were definitely putting those belts on the Hardys to elevate the belts. And then this happened.
And that was going to be their last title run.
Yeah, and also that they wanted to help the belts mean more too. And now the only thing they could do was, put it on the Young Bucks. And
You raised a piece of shit.
And then Christian told.
Dude, I heard that a few times.
Thanks, Christian.
Oh god!
And that wasn't on TV, sadly, because that should have made TV, because that was funny.
Yeah,
as hell.
that made the extras. Yeah.
Yeah.
You raised a piece of shit.
Can we make this into a new donation show?
Oh, I made a whole
Please.
song last night. It was a lot of fun.
Like make this into like, I don't know, make it into like a $4 donation. It'd
Yeah,
be great.
exactly. Like a shit. Then it'll just be a little poop.
You raised a piece of shit.
I got to tell you, that's that. I don't know.
Noise right at the end of it.
That's one of my favorite Christian promos, if you want to call it that, or reactions ever. Like he's gonna be eating out of a straw on his birthday. Congratulations, you raised a piece of shit, a worthless piece of shit, or something. Like,
and then towards the end of the dono, you slow down the voice. You raised a piece of shit.
I used to say your mother raised a jackass, but that's pretty funny. Like you raised a.
Eating birthday cake out of a straw tomorrow. He's a piece of shit. You raised a piece of shit. You raised a piece of shit.
I actually
Perfect dono.
that is great.
On their faces, it doesn't look like they're selling much, but just the way they come off in their tone is perfect. It's so good.
Yeah, they're the best. They did a damn good job. The mother was more quiet because she was trying to be serious.
No sell.
Right, she was just staring, kind of disgusted, kind of. But the daughter really was selling everything. Like, you fuck you. Like,
You raised a piece of shit.
oh, it was great. So yeah, no CM Punk.
Yeah, no Punk, no Danielson, no MJF, and by the way, I actually almost called up one of our sister stations to basically talk about hey, what's going on with MJF?
We don't have those.
What's going on with MJF? And of course, obviously, he's not going to talk about anything publicly because they're just milking this as a storyline,
right?
And granted, it's going to be great. I'm assuming, and I'm only theorizing and spitballing that MJF is going to show up at Forbidden Door in for the AEW, I guess, championship finals. And then he's just going to be like, give me my title shot, give me my money, give me what I deserve type of a thing. And
I think
I'm assuming it's going to be at All Out.
I honestly, I think that this is, I think there's a bit of a mistake here. And the reason is because although this is working to try to sell this idea that MJF is done with the company and he's going rogue and all these other things, I get it. But unfortunately, they really need him on TV. They should have written this a better way because they need him on there.
He's the only legit heel that is moving the needle, and unfortunately, and as he said in the promo, there's nobody else on his level, and that's another reason why I'm hating the fact that AEW is not building legitimate new heels, even remotely close to MJF, that are taken seriously.
Right? Yeah. There's a big problem with what's going on right now, and MJF's value is just going up and up and up. The more this is proving everything that this guy's value is now through the roof because we're missing him on TV, and I think I said this before that basically a lot of people don't care about the Forbidden Door stuff. Nobody cares about New Japan, the Forbidden Door shit. They don't care, and the ratings are showing that now because last week people went, I don't care about this. And there's no MJF, and so is there going to be no MJF next week?
Because NJPW doesn't have the national exposure. I mean, yeah, granted, you have it on Access TV, but you're only showing clips here and there of their matches. And although that you do shows every once in a while in the U.S., you don't have a television deal that showcases New Japan Pro Wrestling on a weekly basis. So that's another reason why, again, hardcore fans love it, but your casual audience won't.
Yeah.
You know,
there's about a couple 100,000 people that love it, but yeah, like you just said, the hardcores love it. But there's no one. CM Punk's gone now. I mean, dude, this is bad. This is not good for
that one surprised me. I mean, I knew he was banged up when I saw him on the Wednesday episode after the pay-per-view because he was limping a lot, but I didn't know how bad. And again, granted, he learned his lesson from working in WWE where he's not going to just push through the pain. No, he's going to actually take care of himself, which is really good. But, and we talked about this before, Joe, what is your opinion on the interim champions? Because, I mean, if it's for a non-world heavyweight title belt, I don't mind it. But if you have to give up the heavyweight belt, you give up the heavyweight belt for a reason. And then you get it back later.
I don't like it. I don't like the interim stuff. Not a fan of that at all. I think it confuses the belt. It confuses it. It diminishes the belt. You name it.
It diminishes.
And the thing is we all know Punk's going to win it back in the end.
Yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to lose.
It almost highlights this isn't real. And now we got to give it, and then it'll come back. It's what?
I mean, if that's the case, give Finn Balor back his title, and he was the first ever Universal Champion. Oh yeah, that's right. They buried him and his demon character with a stupid move that went nowhere and didn't make any sense.
Yep. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's
God. And what is he be doing in the company? Nothing other than just we're gonna give him a fresh coat of paint. Or a fresh painted coat, as they say on the Pritchard show, and do nothing.
Yep, they're going to do nothing. Absolutely, they're going to do nothing. And this is a big problem. This is a big problem for AEW. Ratings crashed, 700. Let's go to the donations real quick, see what people are saying.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Concrete.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
Debe's pet rhino?
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Jesus.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
What's up?
Are you watching Celtics versus Warrior right now?
Sadly.
I want to say you always make fun of the city of San Francisco, but it looks like their basketball team is taking the title from your Boston bumblefuck idiots who can't shoot the ball.
Well, I hope they enjoy partying in the streets of shit, piss, and homeless, okay? So, I hope they enjoy San Francisco, the fucking golden shower.
Can we make that into a t-shirt, that quote?
It's not it's the Golden Gate Bridge because of the fucking golden showers that go on out there. That's what's going to happen. It's a fucking shithole. I hope you enjoy your shithole of a city.
Don't kill yourselves, people on that bridge. Please don't. Your life should be spared.
I hope they do. Yeah, we won the title. Let me jump off. Dude,
you just imagine if somebody's just so happy. They're just okay, I'm going to commit suicide because I'm so happy.
I could see it. All right, am I like the Red Sox? If you were 90 and suffering of cancer, and the Boston Red Sox win the World Series in 2004, and you see it for the first one, and you're
oh my gosh,
I'd be like, all right, I did it, and I'd jump out of the window of the hospital, all right, I'm done, I saw it. I could see that.
Oh man. At any rate, so AEW this week, not doing too good. And again,
wait. I'm sorry, Mustafa, real quick, I got to break in. Speaking of AEW, Mustafa, we got this week's Max Caster rap. Listen to this.
Play it.
Listen,
I'll kill you so casual. Makes sense. St. Louis is the murder capital. Everybody loves the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys.
So we can see
Dude,
that.
he rocks.
That's awesome, bro. St.
Can
Louis.
we get this guy a record deal and put it through the AEW catalog and watch that thing go to number, I don't know, in the top 10?
This is the New Age Outlaws. Like, and Enzo and Cass, New Age Outlaws before that. I mean, I think Enzo can freely talk on the mic, probably better than Caster, but Caster can really, get some pop with those rhymes. Those are good. Those are funny.
Oh God,
He's
guys
really good with his timing with the crowd cheers too.
Yeah.
Well, remember, these guys are actually rapping while all the other, sort of kind of like, other, rappers are like doing trap, which is basically just saying less words to an EDM beat.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm more of a fan of rap than I am of trap. But again, no. And again, it's always fresh weekly. It's fresh weekly, just like it was with Cena.
It's topical, and honestly, he goes savage on points that we all talk about a lot of times, and he calls out the murder capital of the country, for St. Louis. I mean, that he's been nailing that sort of stuff. He says things. He actually says a lot of stuff like more conservative people will say. So I'm surprised that they haven't tried to cancel. Like,
that's how you get heat.
I know.
That's
I love it. He's calling it. He's funny, man. And when he goes to Alabama, he says, "You sleep with your sister, and you have your brother." Thank you.
Hey.
Oh,
don't in the state of Alabama.
I know.
Why? Because Fuego's from there, and he constantly says,
"No, that's where I'm from."
That's where Ash is from.
That's also where what's his face is from. Conrad Thompson.
Oh, really?
God.
Yeah, you both have that.
He's from Huntsville.
You both have that, like that. Guys from there typically tend to be really tubby and have that soft voice.
How are you?
Yeah, like a very like.
I am.
That's how Asher, you have it too, man. So like I hear it in your voice. It's that very. Mr. Pico has it a little bit too. Where's Mr. Pico from? Is he from St. Louis? I think he's got it a little bit too. That sort of a high pitched draw of some kind. Like I don't know how to explain it, but
I want to get Mama's biscuits, get them grits and eggs, and
it's more of a I thought it's a very like this sort of thing. Like it almost sounds. I mean, very pedophile is what I'll say. It very donations coming in. Gerald Armstrong.
Yo, motherfucker, no romance, cause there ain't no chance in my happy pants. Could you perchance come and take this dance and leave me here? I'm a bad motherfucker, ain't got no fear. What the time was the time, motherfucker? Time, motherfucker. Put it in a happy rhyme, motherfucker. It's clock. Bang, bang, tick tock. Frog in a sock. Oil shock. 2 on consignment, 1 in stock. What's the time, motherfucker? Said clock. I said clock.
Do you think the Hush Money and Stephanie leaving connected?
Oh, yeah.
I heard it was about he getting involved with Fox's MLW deal.
All right, the transition has happened, Joe.
All right, we'll have to talk about it, but I definitely don't think it's a coincidence that Stephanie left a couple months ago or whatever it was, and now this has come out. I think they knew this was coming, and they wanted to keep her protected.
All right, let's give some context before we get nose deep into all of this stuff. So basically, we all know Vince McMahon has been running WWE, has been the company chairman since 1982, so this is the 40th year he's been doing his thing. And by the way, if you look upon from 82 to now, the amount of change that's happened in the industry is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And again, if Vince has even stated that if his dad knew what he was going to do with the business, he probably wouldn't have sold them the business.
Right.
But that's what happened. John Laurinaitis, for those of you who don't know, that is Road Warrior Animal's brother. Joe Laurinaitis, who is Animal, that's his brother John, was in the industry as one of the dynamic dudes from, I believe it was WCW in Japan, when he teamed up with Shane Douglas.
I am fucking you. That's what he said when he had that girl.
Oh, God. We'll get to that in a second.
I am fucking
rate,
you.
In later years, John Laurinaitis became the people power gimmick on WWE programming and would always say he's the executive vice president of talent relations, at which he is, which, by the way, before that was Jim Ross's job.
Right.
And Vince, before we even get into this, to the whole crux of things, Vince as an on-air character, he would be with a lot of like young female talent, including Sable, Stacy Keibler, Trish Stratus, Dawn Marie, Candice Michelle, the list goes on. And there's a part of me, even looking back at all that when I was a kid, looking at that going, even though that this is all scripted, there's some satisfaction I would think that Vince gets from that, even though he and Linda have been together God only knows how long, probably since the 70s when they got married. But and I don't think people realize this, Vince and Linda are still married.
Well, I think
even though that they're not together.
Everybody knows that they're married.
Right, but there's still a lot of people that go, well, how could Vince do all this stuff? Well, dude, Vince has even said in black and white print, he says, I'm like a carnivore. I got to have everything and I have to get everything that I want in order to feel satisfied. And the fact that he's even said in interviews where it's like, hey, if I can survive my stepfather beating me when I was young, then I could survive anything, which he has.
Well, I think my question is this: it's always been known to me and everybody that Vince, has sexual relations with other people than his wife.
With many people.
So we everybody's known that, and we've always thought like, well, that's nice of Linda. She just kind of like lets it happen, but they love each other, and he loves her and stuff like that. But now, I didn't know they were separated. I knew that he always had an open invitation for whatever, and they were together though. Like, so it was understood, and so no one really had a big deal. Although it's weird, it's a little crazy, whatever. But he loves Linda. He always says, "I love her," and I'm sure he does love her. But but this new kind of thing where I'm seeing that they've been separated, so that tells me at some point they decided to sort of stop living together, maybe, or go their separate ways.
Yes.
But yet,
they don't live with each other. I know that for a fact.
Wow. See that I didn't know this stuff. I assumed they were still together, but he still had this open card that he's always had.
I thought the same thing all the way up until today when I found out that they don't live with each other anymore.
They don't live with each other, but the funny thing is that whenever there's like a function that Linda is heavily in, I mean, even during like the whole Trump presidency, Vince was there.
Right, and that's what's crazy. When she was doing Trump's stuff, and he was there with her to support her, like he was there with her, like her husband. I think they sort of live separately, but also can live together, and they kind of accept that, but they stay married because they
business.
I know there's the thing about business, and you don't want the McMahon's divorce, and so I do think you're right. It's a big thing is the business, her political career, everything else. But at some point, people know that your husband gets to just do other people. I mean, what's the difference? If that seems worse. But
and Vince has confessed this to Linda. I think Vince.
Oh yeah, no, she says this. She said this in interviews and things.
Yeah, and again,
Stephanie too.
Back, But now with John Laurinaitis, which, by the way, this is where I really want to hit it close to home. For those of you who don't know, and I found this out literally yesterday, John Laurinaitis, I believe, is married to the Bella Twins' mother.
Oh, yeah. We've known that because they were on the Bella Twins TV show, whatever that was, Total Bellas?
Which I never watched.
Oh, okay. So I've known this for 10...
Absolutely nobody's watched it.
Well, my wife watched it, so my wife watched that show. So because my wife watched it, that gave me the excuse to watch I think I watched the first 3 seasons or 2, and I actually found it interesting. And that was where I learned, John Cena's a weird fucking person. And so
He's always been weird, dude.
He's a weird person. I would get in a fight with him in 10 minutes. But we would, but no, so I saw that and was like, oh, wow, Laurinaitis is married to their, so how weird is this now? Because now, so he's also doing stuff, not with their mother. I mean, just everybody in shambles here, and again, I think
well, again,
Linda and Vince love each other. I know they do. They have a love for each other, I believe. I don't know that 100%, but I mean, I think they really care about each other. They're friends, it's
a sacred bond, and also the fact that Stephanie and Shane, although that they're growing up, and it's still a family, and I think they all in their own way, especially being in the wrestling business for as long as all of them have been, there's still a deep love and affection there, especially since that, dude, I've seen recent photos of Shane's kid, the oldest son who's about to go into college. He looks so much like Vince.
Oh, yeah,
Who,
that
Declan?
was crazy.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Dude, he looks just like Vince in the 80s. It's
when he played football. Yeah,
uncanny.
Exactly. Vince played football in college, I think.
Yeah, he looks amazing. You know what? When I saw that, I thought somebody was putting out a picture of, like, remember when Vince was a kid in college? And I was that picture looks way too good, like, for, like, great shape.
Same haircut, same cheekbones, and no structure.
Dude, but then I realized, oh, that's Shane's kid. And I'm like, that's why the picture looks so good. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, and then my head really exploded. You're right. That is an amazing.
Yeah, because the first time I ever saw his kids were WrestleMania 32 when Shane came back. And I didn't even see it or noticed that they even looked like Vince.
They were
or
still
Shane.
really young.
Yeah. They didn't grow into their nose yet. Yeah. But yeah, now going back to with Laurinaitis and Vince, I mean, I can more or less see John Laurinaitis take the majority of the blow more so than Vince, because John Laurinaitis, for all intents and purposes, even though that he is higher up in the as an employee with the company, he's most likely going to take the brunt of it all, mainly because Vince is a made guy.
Right.
If Vince survived the 92 scandals, I can definitely see Vince surviving this, especially, and Joe, we'll break this down too, because I actually sent this to you on Facebook Messenger. There's these 3 images of the board of directors and who they are. Right. In the whole situation. And then also, I just also posted up how apparently now, breaking from just a few hours ago, that apparently Kevin Dunn, who's the vice president of the company,
he might be the one.
Well,
he might be the one that moved the shares, they think.
Yes. And well, remember, when Triple H...
I'm going to call him Kevin Dumb. I will call him Kevin Dumb for the end of time, if that's true.
The thing is, when Triple H gave his shares of his stock about like a year or two ago, and I believe Kevin Dunn bought most of it, and he got like a lot of money.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that's interwoven in this.
Yeah.
That whether it be by coincidence or by fate, this is not looking good in terms of, because again, you can lose a few sponsors like Snickers, but the main crust of that money that WWE receives are from the contracts of the TV deals as well as Peacock.
Right.
And NBC is huge with WWE. They have been for years with Dick Emersol when they were doing Saturday Night's Main Event, XFL, you name it, which, by the way, we'll also talk about that too in detail later. But dude, I mean, the head of the investigation is one of the board members. I believe it's Singh. The last name is Singh. And he, when you get a chance to, Joe, you could show the display of the board of directors that I sent you so that everybody can see.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah, so...
Do you think Nick Khan is doing this? Because that's my thing. It's like,
everybody's talking about that. And if Nick Khan...
I've heard about that too.
Yeah.
If Nick Khan is honestly orchestrating this, number one, first and foremost, you have to have a pile of evidence other than the obvious of what's already been reported that is legitimate.
All he's got to do is leak it. All he's got to do is leak what he knows is out there. That's all you got to do. Get somebody to leak it.
Well, that's also another thing you brought up, and is a good point. Who leaked this to the? Obviously, it had to have been somebody at the top brass. Which, by the way, the victim of all of this is a 41-year-old woman.
Whoa.
Yeah, the woman is 41 years old, and basically what we call, like, if you ever been in the in the pimping industry where you bump somebody down.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the pimping industry. It was weird though, because my mom was always putting up a fight for money.
That's what I'm saying, man. Those street corners are rough, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, now this was a girl in the office. Do they know, or was this a wrestler?
So
wasn't she a paralegal?
Oh.
She's a paralegal probably, because remember, she had worked, I believe, maybe not under Vince, but somebody else, and then got bumped to Laurinaitis.
Oh, man.
And that's why they gave her a raise, which was from $100,000 to $200,000.
Come here, I want to show you my pecker.
Exactly. So the alleged accusations that we saw in the Wall Street.
So you think...
God, Joe. Will you stop?
That wasn't me. That was Asher.
Oh, it was Asher?
Yeah, that was one of the best lines all day. Pecker power.
Much,
yeah, that was great. Oh my god. Yeah, no. See, I have my own NXT. I'm raising all these people to watch the show since they were 14. Now they're 20.
D. Welsh confirmed. Yes, it was a paralegal. Yes.
Pecker Power. Yeah. So you think you think it's possible that John Laurinaitis is the one who did all the inappropriate stuff, and that Vince?
I could see John, being that. Vince may instigated some.
Well, I just mean like Vince is the one who paid, was like, all right, we're gonna pay him off. We're gonna pay her $3 million to her or whatever. So you think Vince is the one who took direction after John was the inappropriate one? That could be what's going on. Might not
That's
be
what I'm thinking too, because if what is true based around people in the company saying that it wasn't company money, but it might have been Vince's money. But the thing is, though, where's he getting that money from? The company,
would Vince really But would Vince really pay someone for someone else, just for John Laurinaitis?
Well, I mean, it would shock me, but it wouldn't surprise me because remember, let's go back to the 80s, early 90s. You remember Rita? Who's the referee? Rita May, I believe her name was.
Oh yeah, the woman referee back in the day. Yeah.
Yes. Which, by the way, WWE refuses to acknowledge her as the first woman referee in that company.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that Dark Side of the Ring has not brought that to light yet, which
That'd
I hope
be a good
they
episode.
do.
Let's go. Well, wait till this Dark Side of the Ring. Wait till this one. Although, you know what? They're working with... You know what? Oh, my God. We just found another clue.
Oh, that's right.
They just signed a deal with WWE like a month ago. Dude, WWE...
They're not going to do that episode then.
WWE signed a deal with them so that they would stay away from doing this. Dude.
Well, that's the thing.
Oh my God!
Well, again, they're still doing content for Vice in terms of Dark Side of the 90s and stuff like that. But
oh my God! If they've signed any kind of NDA or thing or get whatever, think about it.
Well, that's what WWE does. They want to hush up people that
they're gonna brainwash us.
Yeah, well, WWE. Remember when WWE was putting out those A&E documentary series, and stuff. That was just to combat Dark Side, but Dark Side, in my opinion, was getting a better viewership in terms of maybe not as much as
I don't know, man. Those A&Es did really well. I mean, Darkseid crushed it too, but those A&Es for a while were
well. And remember, WWE has always bastardized people in terms of the sense of okay, we're going to babyface everybody, or we'll bury the Ultimate Warrior in a self-destruction DVD, which obviously failed for a time, and then of course gets into the Hall of Fame and all that jazz. But they did get bought up, but again, are they still able to do Dark Side? But again, WWE is going to be like, okay, you can't do this and you can't do that. They can still do Dark Side, but it won't be the same.
Yeah, it'll be a neutered Dark Side, which I'm sure, I can 100% see that happening. This is crazy.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Rastafa's coffee
I'm just so
ground.
sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
What up?
Congrats on return of Outta Nowhere. I want to ask if tonight you could possibly for 30 seconds or so do a funny live play-by-play commentary for the Celtics Warriors game. Get really intense with it like you are calling wrestling.
You know what? I'll find a highlight on Twitter and I'll do it. But
this can't be. This cannot be.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, by God, no, son of a bitch.
No, do the JR call from yesterday.
Oh yeah, what did he say? He said, Sammy, Sammy, whatever.
Sammy, no.
That was terrible. The Warriors win 103-90. Yikes, Celtics.
Mustafa's coffee.
Dude. Devontae, I think, in the chat wrote, Celtics finna write the N-word on the Warriors bus.
That's messed up.
Oh, he said Celtics fans. Yeah, well, the Warriors bus is covered in piss, so what does it matter at this point?
Well, at any rate, I mean, again...
Fuck you, Warriors. Fuck you, Golden State, you bunch of goddamn cocksucking, shitting in the street, pissing in the street, homeless pieces of shit.
It's okay, Joe. It's okay, Joe.
I'm going to lose it. All
Your
right.
Boston really came out right there.
And the other thing about this too is I just watched the Bruins lose. Now I got to watch the Celtics. Oh the fucking goddamn it! I actually watch basketball. I can't believe I actually watched basketball. Fuck me. Anyway.
At any rate, so Jimmy. Oh my God, what's his last name? That Vince's lawyer.
Oh, I don't remember.
Jim McGovern. Somebody in the chat, write down the last name because I always butcher butcher his last name. The Dark Side of the Ring did an episode on him with the scandal, with the steroid trial.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he apparently
We did
didn't
the
say
ratings.
anything public,
Yep.
but he did say to a few insiders basically that, you know, it's still being investigated. We don't have all the information yet. And by the way, even if this whole thing actually did go to court, which again wouldn't be as big of a deal, but if it ended up becoming a big deal based upon the media actually getting all over this, would you say that this would definitely be
Jerry McDivitt.
Yeah, Jeremy McDivitt. Would you say that this would actually go to trial and be televised? I don't see it that way, but could you?
I could see it right now. Here's why. Because trials are so hot right now. You know what I mean? People want to see...
Especially after the Depp heard stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it will... Obviously, I don't think it would be on that level, but it would be definitely something that, you know, TMZ and people like that might cover. ESPN, TMZ, maybe CNN. But yeah, I think trials are hot. You know, the Rittenhouse thing was huge. The Johnny Depp
George
thing
Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery.
Yep, all these things have been big trials and big thing that people care about. And by the way, I think, in my opinion, I think just about everybody won the right way too. I think they all went the right way, all the trials. And the funny thing is, to me, the only people that are ever upset at any of these trials after they're over with the decision, in my opinion, they didn't watch the trial or they didn't even watch the evidence. It's like I'm always, I mean, I'm like 6 for 6 because I saw the evidence before and then I saw the trial and then I went, yep, everybody on the jury is going to think the same as me unless they're crazy. Okay, yep, that's what happened. You know, boom.
I mean, unless if it's like an all-white male jury, which will never, hopefully, ever happen again in this country because that never goes anyway.
That's
whatsoever.
weird. Yeah, that'd be bizarre. I mean, an all-woman jury would be weird. You know, that'd be just strange. You know, you got to sprinkle around a lot of different things. You know what I'd like to see is an all-Asian jury and see what happens.
That would be interesting, actually.
That'd be a lot of fun.
It's like, hey guys, you want to? I don't know. What do you want to do afterwards? You want to go get something?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go?
Juicy Smollett, he's another one. Yep, there's been a lot of trials, man, and they all pretty much about went the way I thought they would go. So yeah, very interesting. Some of them you could give or take the years, but.
So let's break this down. So, all right. So
break it down.
Leading up. So in March, this was given to the board, and when was it? When Stephanie left? Was it around like mid-April, May?
She left
like only a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. Like when Stephanie left. Stephanie left like what? About a month and a half ago, I want to say. I don't know.
Has it really been that long?
Let me look. Hold on. Maybe it's been only a month.
Because and again, I can only assume.
My sound.
I can only assume that Stephanie did have knowledge of this, but again, no, I don't think that's the major factor of why she was leaving.
I'm telling you, it is.
About 3 weeks ago.
She left 3 weeks ago, dude. They, you know why? Because whenever these things happen, like Wall Street Journal and people like that, do you know what they usually do? They tell the people. They do people a favor a lot of times. They reach out and they say, hey, we're letting you know we're running a story about this and about there's a scandal with you and whatever. A lot of times they reach out and they say, do you have a comment about it? And that sort of thing.
Yeah, but even so, and yes, I can definitely see that from the point of view of not just being an executive, but also the fact that, yes, that's your family and you just want no part of it and you're just disgusted. But then there's also the idea of like, okay, well, my husband's got a heart issue. I want to be around my kids.
Yep.
I also want to stay away from the company. So I don't think it's just one factor. I think it's just a number of things.
I agree with you, and I thought that was the whole reason before. And I do think that that's a big reason, that she wants to be there maybe, or he needs help and, leaving him alone. I don't know. But something's up, man. I just think it's too coincidental that, number one, now we got this.
A little fishy.
Yeah, it's a little strange. 3 weeks ago, and now this comes out. And there's a couple different things. There could be, to me, I know that this is, to me, I believe it's the reason she left. But what I don't know is what's the reason exactly? Is it them wanting her to be out of there so she doesn't have to field questions about her father and this weird shit going on, so they're trying to protect her? Is it she's not there for that and also so she doesn't look bad as the person in charge, so they can bring her back later where she's back in a positive role, and or she can come in and kind of save the company almost in a way, so that she's there for that? Or is she not there because she's upset about the situation and is stepping away for some time to think about it, and that's part of it?
Yeah, I think it's honestly, she's been at it hardcore for literally years.
Oh, has she? I'm sorry. Relax.
We'll break it down.
Can you calm down, Mustafa? Can you calm down? Like, seriously?
I mean, I'm calm as a cucumber.
She's
brother.
been at it hardcore. Can you come on, get your head out of the gutter.
She's been at it for years, and I can only imagine she has barely ever had vacation.
You know what? She used to be at it when she was 17 with me.
Oh, stop!
Macho madness, yeah. Paula
I was
Beck,
going to
took
bring
your
that up.
wife, yeah. Stephanie.
Macho, how could you? How could you soil? You fabricated the innocence, let alone the sanctity of
If I
one
wanted
Stephanie
to,
man. How could you?
I could have been Triple H. I could own the WWF by now if I'd said yes to that BJ.
All right, Macho, can you relax, bro? That's kind of sick, dude.
She was 18, yeah. Here's the thing. She reminded me of Elizabeth so much. When she walked down the hall, I would simply drool all over myself, yeah.
Macho
and I'd say,
Man.
Stephanie,
Oh
come
my
here,
gosh.
Stephanie, and see what I got downstairs, yeah.
All
Macho
right.
Man, don't make me get your brother.
You know what? This is really sick, Macho Man. Can you just shut up,
Going
please?
much mad with Stephanie.
Listen, we had, ever since 17 weeks ago, we had Papa Shango on the show, and he dialed up the spirit of Macho Man from beyond. He's actually in hell, believe it or not, and he came on, and it's been weird ever since. You know, it's been a bad situation. Donation coming in here by Fade to Black.
Sup, Joe? I missed you big time.
What's up,
Big
baby?
news, this is Wardlow out of nowhere.
Hell yeah, baby! Out of nowhere, did you miss the intro? It's back. Fade to Black. Good to see you, man. Nueve coming in there. Thank you. I gotta fix the $9 donation too. I gotta get that back. $9. No, the Brock. What's the Brock Lesnar one? I don't fucking.
Yeah,
remember.
that's it.
Oh,
That's
it?
what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm getting hard. Yeah, that's what it is. What's up, chat? Link. Oh, by the way, link. If you guys want to donate to Out of Nowhere tonight, give the love. By the way, look at Out of Nowhere, dude. Better numbers than the Raw review. Like,
That's because I'm on with you, bro.
see what you did, Mustafa? But click the like button, stick a thumb up the ass, super chat, or if you don't want to super chat, you can use the link up top for the Streamlabs if you don't do super chats, or whatever. Just you enjoy. Steal Asher's grandmother's credit card.
Huh? Oh, yeah. all the
Steal
time.
Asher's credit card, everybody. Steal his credit card.
Steal
Dude,
all of it.
You remember when I
But
blocked?
I've been watching
I blocked
for
that
so
card.
long that I have memorized like almost every single one of your donations, word by word.
Steal
It's
the loot.
unbelievable.
Except for the Buy Me a Max, which by the way, I miss.
I memorized your zip code to block the cards. Do you remember?
Trust all the
What did
cards.
you think? What did you think when you tried to donate and you couldn't? You were like, wait.
Oh God, I'd be like, I gotta find another way.
Yeah, because then you'd like donate some other way sometime, and I'd be like, "What? How did you do that?" I mean,
By the way, Streamlabs was charging me like for months. I remember I donated, and they were like charging me like $9.99 like a month, and I didn't know why the heck that was until finally I called my bank. It's like, why is this so? There's like, oh, you subscribed to so and so, and I was just like,
oh yeah, because there's a new thing that's been on there for about a year or two, where you can now make this a reoccurring donation, and if you're not paying attention like too much, you'll click that button by accident.
I got all my money back, obviously, but still, though, it was just
Oh,
like, what
you
the
piece of shit! You did a fucking chargeback, you dummy.
No. My bank basically was just like, you realize this is what's happening to you,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like,
That's a chargeback, you dildo.
uh,
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
so like you got to call me the next time and tell me that, because if you don't, so
I did not know this.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I get them, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I? And I remember thinking it was you and being like, what the hell? But I couldn't remember. I don't remember who it was, to be honest. I never thought. But yeah, what the fuck? But yeah, so don't do that. Tell me about it. That was like the time.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so that was like, dude, oh my god, holy fuck! It's like,
Oh
'cause,
God,
yeah,
somebody in the chat said that the girl that Vince had an affair with was Katie Vick.
it was Katie Vick's hole. Yeah,
Well, it's old and it's like sawdust and coochie crust at this point, right?
dude, let me
Oh,
tell.
that's disgusting.
Let me tell you something. If I'm Kevin Dunn, by the way, because of this, because of the, well, first
Only if.
I'm dead. I kill myself. But no, if I'm Kevin Dunn And I'm talking about even years ago, like 10 years ago. People talk about Kevin Dunn. You Google Kevin Dunn, and the same 5 pictures come up, right, of him like, like. So if I'm Kevin Dunn, you have a lot of money. You have millions of fucking dollars, Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn, are you listening? Are you watching this right now? Scared because you could go to jail or whatever? I don't know. But Kevin Dunn, if you're watching this, you are clearly a moron, just like John Laryngitis or whatever the fuck. Like, you're all idiots.
Laryngitis.
But here's the thing, dude. Hire a goddamn photo agency and a fucking goddamn social media company. And
a dentist.
Take some... Fuck that. You don't even need a dentist. Just take some pictures where you're like this. Or like that, or like this, or like this, and take those pictures. And I'm talking about fucking Snapchat, Instagram, uploading here, there, everywhere, websites, Tinder, and then fucking like do whatever you got to do then to get news. Like, I mean, like set a small fire in the TV truck. And then have someone videotape it and then put it out immediately, but run out of the camper and then have someone take a picture of you with your head down looking at the fire and your foot's on fire. And then because then that new picture of you is going to circulate everywhere, and finally there'll be these fucking other pictures of you that aren't you looking like a beaver fucking cocksucker. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. Get DMD.
Jesus Christ, for $1,000 somebody, like, I'll do it. I'll do it for more than that, though. But for $10,000, Kevin Dunn, I will try my best to bury these fucking pictures in the algorithm and get new pictures. He
looks like a kid pretending to be an adult.
Well, this is...
He's about to take a crap.
I gotta be honest. That's an old picture, though. So, I mean, that is, to be honest, that's an old...
looks like that.
No, because he's got the beard, I think, going, maybe. I don't know. He's got... Okay, like, look at him. Like, he looks better here. Look at this picture. So, this isn't bad. See? All it took was you taking a picture with a fan. Look, and he's even smiling there. Sure, he doesn't look the best there, but he certainly looks better than that. He looks like a fucking pedophile right there. Get that fucking picture out of here, bro. So
a touch of gray.
By the way, E-Wrestling is the one who uploaded this picture, and it's on Reddit. So, again, all I got to do is hit Reddit and fucking image dump the shit out of it until we overflood the market.
Remember, Joe, we're not wrestling. We're sports entertainment. And I make a lot of money with guys that are wrestling, in wrestling boots, in wrestling tights, in a wrestling ring.
Guess what?
Right, for wrestling belts.
My father's brother's sister's daughter is my mother. Did you know that?
We saved the library of WWE's tapings, and I am forever an employee of Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr.
Oh, hey, Vince, bringing that fucking whore again.
I can honestly seeing him doing the bunghole and just being like, okay, let's have some fun.
God damn it. We'll send him to San Francisco. Look at that, man. The teeth are in bed. The teeth are in
Give him a golden shower.
Could you have anybody who looked not like the Attitude Era in the Attitude Era? I mean...
it'd be Kevin Dunn, absolutely.
This guy's the Attitude Era.
He would have been in. He probably would have been in the what was the
the right to censor or something.
No. In like '98, the Oddities.
Oh my God!
Everybody come to the greatest show.
Dude, I would love that. Well, just send him to.
That is a great theme song.
Send him to an ICP concert or the Gathering of the Juggalos, and then they can.
Oh God, he would be an honorary juggalo that actually pays for the entire concert, and he gets like recognized, and they do his makeup on stage while they're rapping. Like, oh my God!
Imagine that they get him on stage. They get him so drunk he's eating out some whore with AIDS on the stage.
Oh, dude, that would be like going to a Day to Remember concert, and somebody who looks like Justin Bieber gets like his hair cut.
I've heard Steph stepped down, left WWE because she wanted to separate herself from the allegations.
Yeah.
Also, Cherry's talk Vince is trying to sell CO.
I'm sure something crazy's going on. Fade to black, thank you, man. Yeah, no, I guarantee Stephanie... That's going to be the story, is that Stephanie didn't want anything to do with this. She found out about it or whatever. Because they're going to they got to save her face. Because if Vince is gone or dies or steps down at some point, Stephanie needs to come in like, I'm the moral one, I'm the good one.
But she's not going to go publicly about what she thinks or what's going on. She's just not going to do that, especially since she has so much respect for her father.
Well, now she doesn't have to. That's the point, yeah. Now she can just be like, oh, I'm hiding somewhere.
Unless if it's like a deposition in court and she has to speak her piece, then yes.
Yeah,
but
that's
other
true.
than that, no.
Yep, she could be summoned or something to something at some point, so that could happen.
And again,
Oh,
Shane,
shit. Oh, shit.
Turkeys
what's that mean?
What if they filleted us?
Play that remix.
They killed us. If they had to hate us. What if the turkeys ate us instead of they filleted us? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, those turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. And first they ate our nuts, and then they might eat us. Yeah, the turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they ate our fucking nuts? Turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes. Instead the turkeys ate us.
Look at the turkeys gobbling on human beings this Thanksgiving.
This is Warlow from and you're watching the Joe Cronin Show.
Woo! What up, Wardlow? That was actually the man himself. That was Moss Blaze. Moss Blaze. $29 coming in. Not going to be D. Welsh's top dono of the night of $100, but hey, man, it was fire. Thank you for dropping those turkeys. It's exploding in the chat right now. What did you say? What did you want to say about? Thank you, Moss Blaze, so much, man, for the $29. Mustafa, what were you saying about Shane? What were you going to say about Shane?
I was just going to say with Shane that, again, even despite a year way in advance, like he got fired after WrestleMania, what was it, 37?
Yeah, 38.
38, yes.
This WrestleMania was 38 because I'm turning 38.
I don't know how in close proximity he is with the family. I'm pretty sure they're at least on decent terms. Business-wise, they just had a falling out. But
I think, like it's one of those things where you fucking made everybody look bad. Go home.
And that's another thing too, where let's look at this from the stock point of view, right?
Right.
Now, if Vince in a perfect world or imperfect world, however you look at it, were to step down,
yep,
the stocks themselves, the value of that is going to go down significantly. But again, you're going to have a lot of. I mean, let's talk about that. So the stocks go down. They probably most likely will come back up depending on who's in charge or this and that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Vince is the majority stockholder, or is he not? Or does he have like the most votes based around his status in stocks?
No, he still has the most stocks. I think he's got 40% or something. I don't remember.
Or close to that. I think it's like 37.4, whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
I think I showed you the diagrams that I sent. Yeah, that's probably on there. But
yeah, let me look.
Yeah. So, and then of course, even if that were to be the case,
again, Vince, I was dead on almost. I said 40%. I think I said it's 42%. He possesses.
Oh, it's 42 now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he possesses 42%.
Yeah, so
he's the majority owner.
And of course, I think Stephanie, and I think
Stephanie and Triple H sold so much stock that now they're, as a family, they still own more than 50% of the company. So.
Right, so they're the majority of the whole thing. And even if somebody, let's just say, okay, I'm going to buy up this stock, that stock, again, you still have to deal with the fact that Vince and the rest of the family own it and are viable and are still...
Check this out. Linda only has 1%.
Yeah, it's very low.
Wow. And
it's very
Stephanie, it's not giving me the percentage on Stephanie. It just says 2.5 million shares. Which is a lot.
But then you also play around with the idea of the votes. Like, when a board, says, okay, no confidence as far as like, okay, if you need to leave or whatever the demands are, I believe Vince, although may not have, again, I think he does have a significant amount, but you could still be voted out even if you are the chairman.
Yeah, I mean, this could be. It could be a.
I thought he holds so much of the shares that he can't be voted out.
Well, yes and no, because even that being said, if everybody were to say you need to step down, especially since that it's a tradable company, you would have no choice but to step down.
Yeah, they could. I know they. I 100% know they could suggest it. Like they could come to the board and say, "We would like you to step down," that sort of thing. And I forget, it's not like a hostile takeover, but you can have some kind of a, because that's a company thing where it's not. I think that's a different thing, but.
And then Nick Khan, of course, comes into the picture. Now, you've said on a couple of occasions, Joe, where you feel that this might be an inside job. Can you kind of elaborate on why you think that, just for people that we don't know?
Well, because Nick Khan is basically in the most powerful position besides Vince of the company. And one of the reasons, there's a lot that goes into this, but business-wise, the business is doing really well, right?
Yeah.
So Vince McMahon, while he does hold a lot of decision-making in the business side is still more run by Nick Khan. And Vince McMahon is running more of the production. He's running the show and the production. And yeah, he's
the head booker.
Yeah, and he does make decisions with what they'll ultimately do business-wise. But Nick Khan is the one. So I'm viewing this as the stockholders and the board members and people are looking at this like we're making money because of a guy like Nick Khan. Even though Nick Khan, I don't even think is that. How long has he been there?
He's been there for a couple years.
But only a couple of years. I mean, they made a lot of money then before Nick Khan came in, if it's only been a couple of years.
Well, also remember, Vince lost a lot of money. I think at one point he was a billionaire and then completely lost a lot of it in the stock market, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, here it is. After a fruitful 8 years at CAA, Nick Khan made the jump to WWE, becoming the WWE president, chief revenue officer in 2022. So, I mean, he has not been there long in this position.
And also has, I'm assuming, not been or even that much of a fan of the business or doesn't know the aspects of what goes on in the business, even as a president or
right.
CRO.
I do have a slightly different take then on this because, you know, the guy that made them all this money in the past is still there as Vince McMahon. You know, so yes. Before I thought Nick Khan had been here a little bit longer in some other role. But still, Nick Khan, if he wanted to, right, if he wanted to try and become a bigger entity in this company or have more control of it, it's really about control. There's probably a lot of things Nick Khan would like to do with the company that he's not allowed to or he's told no. So if Nick Khan wanted more control, one way to get more control is for this stuff to come out. You know, if there's these things that he knows about or there's things that people know about and, you know, he can make those things happen or get out there.
Make deals.
Yep. I mean, there may be deals to be made that we don't know about that he'll make money on. If Nick Khan can make money, think about it. If he's like, oh, wow, we're going to make a lot of money if we do this, and Vince says no, you know, and he's like, oh, man, you know, if only Vince wasn't here. Oh, well.
And has said no because from what was reported by various outlets,
I mean, this is conspiracy stuff, but you know what I mean?
No. I know.
It's okay to talk about it. We're just speculating on the conspiracy of the idea, yeah.
Right. But based upon what's been reported, that apparently Nick Khan made some type of like idea to like Vince, like, hey, maybe if we sell to so and so, we could possibly get this amount of money. But like, for example, in 2016, if Vince had sold the company, let's say to a major franchise for like $4 billion, he most likely would have heavily considered it. But right. Now the fact that they're making way more money than they were expecting, especially after the Saudi agreement, then like Vince is going to be like, no, man, I'm going to want more. And why shouldn't you want more? But, and again, as we've all said it before, Vince is going to die in the chair one way or the other. And I don't think he's going to give it up so easily.
No, I don't think he doesn't want to stop until he breaks. Like the wheels would have to fall off. It feels like for Vince to get out of there,
right? Or his health depletes him and he can't physically or isn't unable to. Which, by the way, I don't see that happening because he's working out like a freaking machine.
Yes. I mean, even though it's conspiracy, it is smart. Even though we can't say 100%, but it is smart to think who benefits from this. Why is this coming out? You know, and when you replay this or you rewind. You know what I mean? Stephanie McMahon steps away 3 weeks ago.
Triple H is gone.
Triple H is kind of hidden.
Shane is gone.
Shane is gone. Yeah, it's almost as if they knew at any point this was going to go down. And you don't want everybody can't just step aside on their own, right? So like because if they all just walk away tomorrow for a second or take a break tomorrow, that looks weird. If Shane, Stephanie, and Triple H all go missing, now Triple H has the heart thing that was real, and that's really happened. So, but also leaves the NXT thing. So it's like now Triple H, they don't bother bringing Triple H back with some kind of grandiose thing other than his sort of retirement speech at WrestleMania time and stuff. And then it was sort of okay, go away. And then it was Shane, the story about Shane. Oh, you're fired, Shane, because you made a bad booking decision. Is that even real now?
Remember the Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah, yep, back at the Rumble. But do you think that that's even real now? Because now I wonder if that's an excuse. No,
I think Shane was a totally different story because, and I can even easily believe more so what was already reported because, creatively, Shane is pretty much just that, a creative, and more so on the technical side of things. I think even back when he first started, he was working on the website for WWE and how that became viable and successful, and him going off after 2008 when he left, or 2009 where he made a couple businesses and sold those businesses and did well. So it's a different circumstance with Shane. Now let's go into the idea of, let's just say if Vince were to step down, let's look at the total landscape. So it'd be the battle of the Khans, if you will, and you would have either one of maybe three people that would generally be the head booker. You have Bruce Pritchard, you have Michael P. Hayes, and then of course you would have Triple H, but that's only if it's a gun to his head and it's okay.
I honestly believe that if Vince McMahon stepped down tomorrow, I honestly believe that Triple H would become the head booker. I'm serious.
I would think that way too, but again,
I feel like that's a big possibility.
But here's also the other thing too. Remember, he's already dealing with the stress and the heart and all that stuff, and God only knows if that were to take him out 2 weeks after accepting the job. You also have Michael P.S. Hayes and Bruce Pritchard, which, by the way, I don't want to see neither of them being the head booker.
I could see Bruce Pritchard still working in the back somehow, but I don't think he gets along. I don't know. I think he's gone. If Triple H takes over, Triple H brings in all his guys again.
Well, that's the thing, because Bruce is going to be living in that 80s wrestling past, and that's all we're going to sort of kind of see on the screen. Michael P.S. Hayes, as great as a wrestling mind and putting together a match, especially coming from the Pat Patterson school of thought, I mean, he's okay, but still, though, it's still damaged goods. With Triple H, there's no hang-ups because he understands both the office and the boys' perspective in terms of what they're in need of and also the attention, plus also the product in itself would be solid and be consistent. But again, Vince wants it a certain way, especially for investors to like, for the casual fan to like, to also garner new fans. And again, Triple H coming into that type of a role with very little experience as far as being the head anything. I mean, although he had experience with NXT for 6 years, Vince has got more years on him.
I think John. I honestly think also that this, even if Vince doesn't go anywhere, if nothing happens to Vince, it really feels like John Laurinaitis is going away. I mean, he's going to take the fall, right?
No doubt.
He's definitely
John
gone.
Laurinaitis, if God only knows, he's going to definitely take the major blow. Vince will most likely be unscathed to a degree, but again, the stigma in the locker room, based upon what was reported, the boys and the girls did not know. No one knew until we all knew, and that also raises some eyebrows because, again, how does that affect morale in the locker room?
I think nobody's shocked. I think everybody's like, yeah, there's something weird's been going on. We always knew, whatever.
But even then, it's just do they even care? Which probably they don't, as long as they get paid.
As long as somebody wasn't assaulted or something, what's the hush? What happened? Was there physical abuse? We don't know. Obviously, there was definitely sexual harassment
then that's still something. Not
Really?
to be...
Was there definitely? Do we know that there was definitely sexual harassment?
Well, again, if you're going to make a report based around the fact that your friend, which by the way was a friend of the quote unquote victim, the 41-year-old woman victim who went from Vince, who I guess worked under Vince, and then went to John Laurinaitis and based upon what the claim was she got passed around like a toy, which doesn't necessarily elaborate much other than the insinuation of, okay, she was passed around and God only knows she wasn't as responsible, and the fact that it is reported that it was consensual. So already right there, that's a stat. That's already you've kind of already lost in that case, unless if you have viable evidence that can actually be brought into a court of law that actually has legs to it and stand.
It's turning me on. I know that. Break it down. Sorry.
Did somebody say penis power?
What did you say, Asher? I mean, penis power?
Pecker power. Pecker power.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You guys, did someone say pecker power?
I can't even do his voice really anymore.
Vince, pecker power.
Send over that paralegal. I'll show her some of that pecker power.
Send over Trump's lawyer.
How many paralegals does it take to pick the pecker?
I can't even talk right now.
3.
Oh, 3. Man, and you know what? CM Punk hated that guy, so he's gonna be like, "I told you."
Oh,
man, CM Punk will have a field day on Twitter if he actually had the time to do it.
Dude, is this another thing? This is another thing that's come true. Like everything in that pipe bomb that CM Punk said, like, is haunted these fucking people. Like
again, it's prolific. It's prolific because the thing is, Punk is I know a lot of people hated him, including you, Joe, for a while in terms of like, you know, the way he did business. But the thing is that if he's going to speak truth to you, he's going to speak it from a place because he cares.
No, I like CM Punk. I also don't like him. It's weird. It's like I get, you know, again,
love-hate relationship.
Like I understand the calling somebody out if they really are something or did something, and so you're like, because I get like that too. Like people love somebody, and then I call it. I go, you know what? You love this person, but they're really an asshole. And then people are like, whoa, Joe, you're a dickhead. You know, so I understand kind of blowing the whistle on somebody and not really providing a lot of feedback sometimes because you don't really want to go there, but you're not afraid to say, I know this person's a bad person. But sometimes when you're that vague, it makes it hard for people to follow you. Like so, like if CM Punk provided me with the real proof about why he says AJ Styles is racist, I would be like, oh, okay, I would take it more seriously. But because he just calls AJ Styles racist, it's like I find that weird. Like, okay,
no, I understand, but it's like in the pipe bomb though, he did explain quite a bit and brought examples to the fold. So in that way, I can believe
right.
It.
So yeah, that was great. Like that's what I mean. Like sometimes he's awesome. Like he cuts a promo, he seems like 100%. But there are other times where he kind of throws out vague, crazy accusations, but then doesn't provide the reason or proof behind it. So that all I can think is, man, AJ Styles has all these black friends. AJ Styles has all these friends. He seems like a nice guy. I don't see where this racism is coming, what you're saying that for. Well, because he's a right-wing person?
It's funny, a lot of those black friends are also friends with Punk, too.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know. Like, so it's like, what is that? I don't get it. Like, I'm not saying he can't have done things and been friends with people, but I mean, like, you got to give me something if you're going to call this beloved guy this thing. Like, you got to give me some examples of that. And, you know, it's weird. Like, why? What, because he votes right-wing, so you call him a racist? I don't understand that. You called a guy a homo in the front row at a Mohawk or whatever. It's like, I don't think you're a homophobe. But if you said that, if one of us said something about, you know, you're a homo or you the F word or something like that, CM Punk would call us homophobes on Twitter and get people to attack us. But it's like, you did that too, so what are you talking about? So it's hard. So, like, that's the part of Punk I don't like. His SJW, like, he doesn't mind somebody else killing themselves over being harassed online because of his vague comments. And it's like, well, okay, but then I like Punk for sticking up for people like he does sometimes. And he's not afraid to go at people and defend the smaller guy, which I like that. But, so I'm kind of like, on him. I don't know, you know, which side I'm getting. You know, but his name is Punk, so hey.
Speaking of suicide, just as a side note, we'll get back to the whole the Vince thing.
Right,
so apparently in Japan, Do you remember the female wrestler who was also a reality TV star in Japan who killed herself? So apparently there's some type of law that just passed in Japan that was reported earlier today that, God forbid, if you're cyberbullied and you're the cause of that cyberbullying, allegedly that's can serve a jail sentence.
Well, didn't we actually establish that here in America too? Remember the girl, that girl on, you know what I'm talking about, Asher? That girl online was bullying the fuck out of her boyfriend or something or somebody, and the guy, I think, killed himself, and they put the girl in jail. She's in jail for like some kind of manslaughter. Yeah.
It was for a couple years, but again, I think it's a step in the right direction. But again, no, that can also fall pretty ugly too, because again, it's like, God forbid if it's a false claim, and it was like, let's say like a fake account that was doing this, and it acted like, the real account. But again,
I don't even agree. I don't think you should be in trouble. Like, so if I spend every day, say I have 1 million subscribers, and every day I tell everybody to go on Twitter and harass somebody, I think you're guilty of some kind of harassment. But I don't think that you could be, I still don't know about being liable for some kind of manslaughter or murder, but if you are harassing someone to the point of like swatting and getting people to bully them every day online or something like that, I believe you could be guilty of some kind of a, harassment thing that led to someone's death, which is more of a minor thing, you know what I mean? Because there's people that have been caught swatting and things like that, and they got like 3 months in jail. But I believe that's attempted murder. Swatting is attempted murder, and yeah, now it is a little bit harsher of a penalty, but it should be attempted murder. But meanwhile, some girl saying, yeah, John, go ahead and kill yourself. You should just kill yourself, like you said. You go ahead and kill yourself. And he's like, oh, and then he kills himself. I don't know if that's murder. That's just you agreed with the person. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, that's not a crime. That's just you're kind of a shitty person. But
yeah. But at any rate, so final thoughts, and we'll move on forward with some other news. But final thoughts on the John Laurinaitis, Vince McMahon scandal. I think
Vince will be stubborn. He'll have to be removed to leave. He won't leave on his own, so they'd have to remove him. And I do think Laurinaitis is gonna end up stepping down himself. I think he will step down.
Yeah, honestly, in a
no more pecker power.
In a perfect world, I could definitely see Vince stepping down. But again, no, I don't see that happening. He stays, and yet John Laurinaitis takes the fall.
But I see Laurinaitis resigning.
Yep,
but Vince stays.
Exactly right.
And then of course gets divorced by the Bellas' mom.
Yep, that's probably coming next. That family can't find love, man.
Well, speaking of love, Paige. So she is obviously not going to be renewing her contract with the company, and she's stated that
Hello,
she doesn't know where
OnlyFans.
she might. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what her next move is going to be, other than just she's probably going to take some
OnlyFans
time off or do some TV or probably do an.
You can only hope and pray for that one,
bro. If Tony Storm right now, is making $200,000 a month. Tony
Paige will
Storm,
make more.
Sasha Banks. Oh, I'm sorry. Sasha. Paige. Yeah, Paige is gonna make a shitload, bro. She's gonna, and then she can
Paige
release.
Could go 600,000.
Oh my god.
Again, that also is going to come back to haunt her because, again, 2017, I was there for that episode, Joe, of Monetize This. I think it was 103, where...
It will never haunt her. It will never haunt her because I don't care how much... Because all she has to do is laugh at the money. Like, oh yeah, it haunts me. I got fucking $16 million. Like, that's all she has to say.
And the thing is, she's only 29 years old.
I know,
she's
bro.
Still young to compete.
She's fucking 9 years younger than me. Like, and by the way, here's that Monetize This. Look at my hair. Oh, my hair was good back then. What happened?
Jeez.
Wow, Monetize This got 800 likes, 25,000 views. Man, my show used to be...
I probably rewatched that maybe every once in a while that year, if I remember. It was like one of the best episodes you actually ever did.
You got to check out Twitter right now. Just look up Xavier Woods, not his account, but just those words.
Xavier's Wood?
Oh my God.
Xavier's Wood. Again. Where's the... let me go down. Oh, yeah. Where's the fucking part?
Oh, no, it's timestamped. You just got to look for it. I know what you're talking about.
Any of these, like this song or any of those.
Oh, this is my wife. What the hell?
90s, whatever songs, but my husband does, so that's good.
Oh, I'm there with you. I know the lyrics to that song too. It's just Joe's got a better singer.
Oh, here you go. Mustafa timestamps it.
Come to my house now and make part 2 to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's Ryback. No, where's the part where?
No, with the JR bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like the good God
dude, no,
Almighty.
It's there.
I know. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. There's a million timestamps, and I haven't found.
This has turned out to be a handicap match.
Is this it? There's
Goddamn garbage truck.
There's so many timestamps,
check
dude.
out Twitter right now. Just look up Xavier Woods.
Just trying to
No,
drag
I
this
made
out
sure I
as long
timestamped it. It's
as you
there.
possibly
Can take
can.
motherfucking shit over, and I will start my own motherfucking channel.
You know
my
what you
own
should have done
podcast,
is
and I want need donations.
Well, that's what you did.
Oh my God.
Just look up JR's commentary. I think I timestamped it there. It should be there on the comment section.
I know. I found you've timestamped several things, but none of them have been that yet. I've clicked on them.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh
Put
yeah.
the comments by newest.
I did. I sorted the comments by newest. I don't fucking unbelievable. All right. I'm still scrolling down, looking for it. Oh, here you go. Here they are. Oh no, this is moment of the night. That's the one that wasn't that. Maybe this is it. Dude, I cannot. Everything I click on is something else.
What maybe like the 1
Oh my God.
hour mark, something like that.
Gurgling.
By the way, this show made like $1,500.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Jesus
Those were
Christ.
the days.
Those were the days.
Wait, that was the night you came back home when Cody was wrestling an independent show. I remember that.
Oh, that was then I was there with Connor. Yeah, that we were in before he became a scumbag.
What the heck is this? Somebody tell me why, damn it.
Is this it? Oh, no, this is like Twister or something. I still can't. You said it's 103? Yeah, page photos.
It's episode 103. It's the page deal. Yeah, this is the exact episode.
My wife's even on the episode with me. What the hell's Leah doing?
What was their ultimate goal here?
Xavier Woods.
That's a good question too. I thought the same thing. Clearly, there's one camera on some sort
It's
of.
basically when there's like somebody who photoshopped
again,
you and
doing that
JD
other
or
filming,
something
so
like
they're
that.
clearly
It's like you
planning
guys
to
are
use
in the
footage for
scene.
something.
Yeah,
what
I
are they-
swear to God, I'm looking for it. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Can somebody help us out in the chat? Because I know I timestamped all that back when it was recorded.
Dude, I don't even see it. Are you sure it was this
Come on,
episode?
chat
It
roll,
wasn't
help us
something
out.
else? Are you sure it wasn't another episode?
No, this because we're talking about page on this when it was 103. It was the St. Patty's Day episode.
Wow, I'm scrolling through. Oh, wait, this could be it. I might have found it. Oh, I found it. Here it is.
There it is.
Oh my God!
Somebody photoshopped me and JD like in a triple team. With
No, but then there's the JR commentary. You got to play that.
Oh my God!
That pop up a lung.
Dude, that's a great Photoshop of me, dude. What the?
Yeah,
fuck?
you look amazing.
Yes, man.
I'd fuck you. I'm so weird. I'm like so white in the face.
With a hat.
Oh my God! Here.
There it is,
bro.
That's the good one.
I just seen a fucking meme here that says where it's Paige and another broad and
thing.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
I'm watching the JR thing. It's all buffering and shit though.
Oh yeah, it was
Stop
really
doing that.
buffering.
It's a slobber knocker.
What the hell is the meaning of this? Why is this happening? Someone tell me why, damn it!
This is nothing more than a
This
handicap
has turned
match.
into nothing more than a handicap match. My God, I've never ever seen anything like this. My God,
Oh my God!
what a volatile, explosive situation. He's out there saying 3 times.
Explosive situation.
Oh, good God, he's dead.
I remember you actually asked Leah, are you watching this? And she was just like, No.
Yeah, she was over on her computer playing like World of Warcraft probably or something. And I'm
Smart woman you got, I tell you.
I'm losing it. And she's like, what are you guys doing? That's why later I was like, you got to see this like a fucking page.
And by the way, that information was leaked at like 3 p.m. that afternoon. I'm literally just doing my thing, and everybody's just like bringing this up like, dude, did you see this? And I'm like, what? And they're like, Paige, she put out a sex tape. I'm like, I am not watching that. God only knows. And then I found out later.
She definitely didn't put it out.
Was with Brad. And then it only hit me like hours later. It's like, no, but dude, you got to look at this. Xavier Woods in this. And I'm like, no. And they were hosting WrestleMania that year.
He's one of the weirdest ones. Like Brad Maddox, who knows what kind of weirdo he is. And Paige, okay, you can kind of see. But yeah, he was the, like, what? Xavier Woods is there too? Like,
and this like during his Funkadactyls when he had the Funkadactyls theme?
Yeah.
Yes, that's when he immediately came into the company.
Oh my God. I mean,
somebody call my mama.
Oh my God, bro. It was so funny. Let's go to the donos. A lot of donos.
Shit bum.
Thanks for bringing this show back, Joe. I would always listen live or listen on the way to work on Friday mornings.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, it's good to have it. I mean, I was going to do something tonight anyway because there's so much wrestling, and Mustafa was like, we should do Out of Nowhere. And, you know, Asher's been great as this, like, he's been some funny little lines. And AJ Adams is sitting there all by himself. Mustafa's been really good with me tonight, so... Yeah, thank him as well because he really helped bring.
You know how you could thank me, Joe? You know how they could thank me? Like, share, subscribe.
Well,
do it now.
I expected like a personal PayPal plug or something.
Robbie, yeah. Well, I mean, I'll plug your PayPal. What the hell?
Robbie Hyde, thanks for the $5.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase.
My New Day fucks Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna leave this briefcase right
Oh shit!
I'm like the colored commentator to the colored commentator.
Right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase right
colored
here.
commentator.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Oh my God, it's a bomb!
Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fucking fat bitch.
Oh, my titties is bouncing.
Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist?
I smoke crack. Oh, look at them titties bouncing.
Don't get a wedgie now.
Man, she takes off in sandals. I still can't.
You fat bitch.
We don't like Japanese in America. This PPV gonna bomb.
Oh my God, good Lord! You said it, not me. No, but that was John Cream. John Cream, thank you for dropping the 1984 donation. Yeah, New Japan. I don't think we don't. It's just New Japan doesn't do the best. It did, but honestly, when it was still kind of like cool, you know, before AEW and even before the success of Ring of Honor during that last couple of years, you know, I'll never forget. I think the prime time was when Jericho went over there and they had JR calling it.
Even before that, like around like 2016.
Yes,
going
because
AJ Styles was still around.
Wrestle Kingdom 9 to Wrestle Kingdom like 12 was pretty damn good, right? Or 8,
like
12.
AJ came in at the Rumble in 2016, but he was still around in like the early part of January. And that was like the beginning of like Bullet Club like really rising in the wrestling world. And the next year following that, you had the classic Okada Omega match, which by the way, I actually watched again recently. Holy God.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does it still stand up?
It still stands up. I mean, again, people always talk about the second match, the third match, the fourth match. That first match, it will knock you on your ass. It's so good. And there was no blood, and it was still a classic.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There was a lot of those matches. I liked watching.
I haven't watched it since it was live.
I have not watched...
good.
I haven't watched Wrestle Kingdom in the last 2 or 3 years, but there was that period of time when I was watching every one. I even watched the one... Well, you know, I think I watched every time Jericho was there, too, you know, so there was something... And because Jericho and JR and everybody, they're all on AEW now, it's sort of like that mystique that I had to tune in for is they haven't put as much time into caring about booking matches in New Japan. Now, maybe that will change this year, with New Japan coming over to work with AEW, maybe at Wrestle Kingdom next year, they'll
That's
get.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because and I think maybe they realize that. All right, we're going to bring
Well, remember,
Jericho
Japan's
back.
going to open up soon.
What was that?
Japan's going to open up soon, not like immediate, but they're going to open up soon for now, the West to come back and again, do tourism again.
Right,
and of course also bring in other workers, which again, I was shocked when I found out that a lot of the New Japan people were coming back into the States, especially during, where technically we're still in the pandemic, but they were starting to come back in and they're wrestling in Impact or they're wrestling in AEW or something like that.
Well, look how long Pac was out because of travel.
Yeah,
I mean that was
again,
crazy.
but that was Britain though.
Yeah, that was
Britain
England.
It was
yeah.
different than Japan.
I thought Japan was even tougher though, but I could be crazier. But because New Japan, it's like you got to go through California to get to, it's a way worse trip. Real quick, the poll, 379 votes. You guys believe Vince McMahon will get away with anything. So
That's absolutely true.
So there you go, guys. Almost 60% think this will just blow over eventually. 22% number 2, it says Vince will step down. I really do think it's going to be Vince will get away with anything. Or he'll be forced to step down, but I guess I didn't write. Now, I guess Vince will step down. That could be forced, or he'll step down on his own. Either way, I guess Vince will be fired is also that same sort of thing.
He'll have a lot of money if he were to still step down and he'll be retired, but other than that.
But even if you combine all the negatives, if someone goes to jail, Vince steps down, Vince will be fired, combine all those, and you still are, 60% still just say absolutely he'll get away with it. So I think that's probably
his new theme song in jail. I'm a survivor. I will make it.
When I told my wife, I said, "Oh, Vince is in trouble. This big scandal's coming out because whatever." My wife said, "Yeah, everybody knows he does that stuff." Or what the hell's the shock?
It's surprising.
No, my wife was not shocked by that. That's the dumbest news, and I'm like, wow, okay. So even a lot of women just fuck, I don't care. That's what he does.
Well, and again, I wouldn't be shocked if, let's say, some of the Attitude Era women, like Ivory, or maybe even, post Attitude Era, Dawn Marie or people like that came out and it's he was kind of so and so, but again, it was all in character, but it's still.
Yeah, listen, Vince wanted to hook up with his daughter in a storyline. There's a lot of weird things. He wanted to hook up with he wanted to bang Stephanie. And Stephanie said no.
The storyline was Stephanie was pregnant. And he wanted the storyline to be he was the father, and Stephanie was no. And then right after he brought up, what if it was Shane?
Yeah, and then she was no again. And dude, I'm telling you, what the fuck, bro? That's Stephanie says that on the Vince McMahon DVD.
This is the same guy that approved Katie Vick.
Well, but dude, that's not as bad as
It's not as bad, but I'm just saying he approved Katie Vick. He approved God in an angle, and the fact that even had legs and got over. And again, still in bad taste looking back. But dude,
but again,
different times.
He said the N-word, but it's not. It's still not as bad as I banged my daughter and got my daughter pregnant.
God. Well, remember, he grew up most of his life, I believe, in the Carolinas. So God only knows that came up and about at some point in the storyline. But nonetheless,
Rocky Salvador, what are you saying to me, Joe? Telling you watch again, go watch the vids. You want proof you're being soy as fuck. What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Oh wait,
he's probably on soy. I don't know.
Jocko Johnson, he's not getting suspended. The media is real. What? Are they punishing him because he's black? Wait, who? What is he talking about?
What's going on?
John, he's guilty, you moron. I don't know who Rocco's talking about. He's writing all this stuff in the chat, but I don't know what he's talking about. Joe, Vince's situation shows the hypocrisy of wrestling fans. I don't really know. I don't know what he's trying to say. I
don't know either. At any rate, let's get some of the other news out of the way. So Randy Orton, he's injured, and most likely he's going to be out for the entire year.
Yeah, Randy's done for 2022. And now, what is the injury? I heard he was out the year, but what do you know what it is? I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. I'm
something
only
his back.
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
It's either his back or his leg, one of the two.
Well, okay, I get what Rocky's real quickly just to bounce back. I get what Rocky's talking about now. I don't even know everybody gets dealt different things depending on what, who they are. Like, think about Deshaun Watson. Like, who's Deshaun Watson? Like, he's a football player who played for how many years? Like, how long has he played? 5, 8 years? I don't know. Well, maybe longer now. What, 8 years? Deshaun.
I think he's like 4 years in professional, isn't he?
Right. Yeah, like,
and then the 4 years in college.
But I guess I don't get what the double standard is, because the thing with Vince is Vince McMahon is a millionaire he's
a made guy.
He's a made guy who's owned a company for a long time. He's very powerful. You can't just a lot of times wipe somebody out like that who's that powerful. It's like it takes a lot of look at Bill Cosby. Like, I mean, Bill Cosby, kind of isn't he back out of it again? It took a long time. Yeah, it took a long time to get him to go down, and then he's back out of it again. It's like, it takes a lot to get people out. I think Bill Cosby would be a better example, but the point is Bill Cosby...
What about Jerry Jones?
Well,
didn't he have something come out with him?
Bill Cosby allegedly raped, like, tons of women.
A lot of women.
Yeah, Vince McMahon is not being accused of allegedly raping tons of women. There's some kind of hush money thing over some sexual behavior.
It's sexual harassment. That's the crust of it is. And again, unfortunately, even with all the SJWs and the Me Too movement and stuff like that, the focus is really not on the wrestling business. It's just more so overall entertainment. I mean, dude, even in the entertainment business, they had like some horrible concept of having little girls act like they're, what was that documentary that we're going to put out on Netflix where like all these girls were like trying to act like women and cheerlead and twerk and all that stuff, and that got red flagged quickly.
Oh, you mean the movie Cuties on Netflix?
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was messed up.
That was totally messed up.
Yeah, I mean, well, look at Hunter Biden. He's out, and I mean, who knows what he did with little girls. But it's just like, there's a lot of people. If you're powerful, bro, you don't... Look at Jeffrey Epstein. How long did Epstein's Island go?
Yeah.
Dude, how long did Epstein Island happen? For how many years? Alex Jones brought it up. They said he was a liar.
Girls Gone Wild.
Well, Girls Gone Wild to me. Well, okay, I don't really know the specifics of what happened there. Like, what?
There was some consensual stuff, but not all of it was.
Well, I mean, I never heard of what happened. I mean, I love the DVDs and commercials were fun as fuck. I thought they were hilarious. But I mean, allegedly, what, he molested people or something? Is that what? I don't even know.
Yeah, and also like one time he got his ass like whooped badly, and now he always hangs out with security guards to make sure he's protected because he's scared. He's scared that he did something messed up.
Did he do? What did he do though?
Based upon from what I saw, like he, like at first was like innocent, like Girls Gone Wild like type of stuff, and of course everything was filmed. But then also, he apparently got into some encounters with women and probably up against their will, and various other things that he wanted them to do. It's no different from anybody in that type of industry.
I guess, like,
really.
I don't know. I don't really know what happened with Girls Gone Wild, and basically what you just said, I don't know what happened still. So I don't know. Someone would have to tell me what are the real allegations there. I always thought the Girls Gone Wild guy just got shit because he sort of like was creepy. Like, I don't know, but
well, yeah, he was, and he exploited women. But if again, it's the other thing too. If women knew exactly what they were getting themselves into, that was also on them too.
That's the thing. I don't have a problem with that. If you pay women to do weird shit and they do it, and you do it on a video, I don't care about that. I'm old school. You go for it.
Right, but then there's also the idea of sexual harassment also as well. But again, no, I don't know the complete extent. Although that's pretty much what's been most likely covered the most.
Yeah. Now the guy roofies some girl on the bus or whatever, and then like fingers her while she's asleep. Now you got a problem. Now there's a problem for me. But and then basically, Vince wanted to see Stephanie do this stuff with him, and then wanted to see it with Shane, and then he did it with Bischoff. So instead.
Oh yeah, the Bischoff thing. Like when he went in as like somebody else, he ripped the mask off and like kissed Stephanie, and that was weird.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like him and Trump got that thing about their daughters. Like, I want my daughter to be in love with me or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Sitting on their laps, yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird. D. Welsh with the top donor of the night. Speaking of the donos, let's go back to him because there's quite a few of them.
Shit bum.
New update coming. Source says longtime executive Kevin Dunn is involved in the hush money scandal.
We already talked about
A
that.
source confirms that Dunn sold $1 million of stocks last month, which is a result of stock manipulation of financials. Could be 20 years prison.
I'm telling you, man, Kevin Dunn, this is like the Wolf of Wall Street or something right now. Like they're all going down,
Were
bro.
this backed up in donations?
Yeah, we're this backed up. This is before we talked about that. And then we did talk about
we
that.
did mention this, but yeah.
Yeah, but no, the only thing different here is that he's bringing up that Kevin Dunn was part of the hush money. So that's different. I just knew he was part of the dumping stocks. I didn't know he was going to be part of
shit.
Yeah,
Vince got him pussy too.
Could you imagine a hostile takeover by Kevin Dunn?
That's what I'm. Well, no, not now because he's in trouble. Like if there's going to be a hostile takeover, it's going to be goddamn Nick.
If
Nick
Kevin
Khan.
Dunn doesn't take the fall, I could probably say, okay, I'll do. Nick Khan's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll take care of you.
Kevin Dunn, he's finally done. Imagine that all the people finally out, and it's because of their own like dicks. Gerald
Done and
Armstrong,
done.
thank you. The penis will be the end of every man. Gerald Armstrong,
Sounds
man,
about
thank you
right.
so much, bro. I love it. Vince is going to be Jordan Belfort too. They're going to do fucking Wolf of fucking Connecticut. Then all they need to do is put Vince McMahon in jail for a little while and make sure Tommy Chung is his fucking bunkmate, and then they can extract all the stories out of fucking Vince McMahon. Although I bet Vince can write already. You know, it's a great story with Jordan.
Oh,
Belfort.
dude, in his documentary and his unauthorized book.
Oh, yeah, they're saying that now they might pull the plug on the fucking biography. And remember the biography was going to be all this stuff at WrestleMania, Vince gets back in the ring, and all this other stuff with Vince McMahon. This big, huge biography was supposed to come out with Vince they've been producing, and now they're worried about it.
And, well, as they should, because the whole point of the documentary is to babyface him.
Yes, it's not going to be good.
Whole Netflix thing?
This is like when Paige was doing her life story movie thing with The Rock, and then
they paused it,
and then all the cum shots and stuff were coming out. You're right.
It's still remember, it still eventually came out.
Roethlisberger, yeah, he's another example. Yeah, no, it did. No. Well, I mean, Sasha's movie did come out, yeah, but I mean, rather Paige's movie did come out, but they should have.
You think it ended up making more money because of it?
Yeah, it probably helped it. This will
probably helped. Yeah.
This will probably help. You just sound like Mr. Ed. Did you just yawn?
Yeah, I did.
You sound like Mr. Ed when you yawned, dude. It was awesome.
Shut up. I beat the United States government and I will beat this.
Shut up. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Shut up.
You know who's in trouble?
Fire the president.
You know who's really in trouble? Kevin Dunn. I told him. Yeah, imagine that. Vince bought Kevin Dunn pussy and John Laurinaitis. Like, he bought them both, like, vagina.
Well, then he's a horrible pimp. Charles Wright is a better pimp than he is.
Laryngitis.
I can't get over that.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Pecker Power.
Pecker Power. Every time you guys donate, my kids get a fucking scholarship, so thank you.
Pecker Power.
That's amazing. It sounds just like him. I mean,
I am the executive vice president of talent relations.
Shane was
talent
saying,
erections.
we are finally finding out what's in the lockbox. Also, this just in. The Saudis were so distraught over Vince's actions, they activate their morality clause and take back billions.
No way. Please, you got to confirm that.
No, he's kidding. He's kidding. They have no morality clause.
I'm like, there's no way.
They sawed a reporter's head off right before one of the shows one time.
Yeah, dude, the fact that they are still contracted to him, especially during the year, which, by the way, to Vince's mind, it's probably just an inconvenience. But, dude, that was a huge, major story.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that WWE didn't get more press in terms of from the media on that is insane.
Yeah. It's I mean,
they dodged the bullet.
Congrats to runner-up second place final loser Celtics.
No, Mr. Pico, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. The Celtics made me want to die tonight. Thank you. But no,
why didn't play in the Duncachino?
I don't know. I got to fix that. But you know what? If Vince McMahon had come out and said Donald Trump's the rules, then they would have gone after him for that. So he's lucky he didn't do that. Although his wife literally worked for Trump, so they didn't get. I would have thought they would have been attacked because people were going after anybody who supported Trump.
Bum.
The Dark Side of the Ring creators combing over that contract with a fine-tooth comb right now looking for an out.
No, yeah. I mean, no, dude, no, what they're doing, I guarantee you, I have a conspiracy that we figured out earlier. My brain exploded. WWE created that partnership with some kind of contract deal so that they wouldn't do a story on this.
Well, then also remember, money will buy anybody if, they're willing to give the right price because everybody's got a price apparently. But
oh, yeah, they are. Dude, they're $1 million man. Chili Cheese Jay, thank you so much for the donation, Chili Cheese. What up, Chili?
Controversy creates cash, man. You know, it's insane. Like, just imagine if WWE didn't buy these guys up. We'd probably be seeing Dark Side of the Ring 4 now.
Oh, yeah.
Red Sox lost in conference champ game last year. Alabama lost in champ game this year. Patriots booted first road, Bruins booted in first round, now my Celtics lost finals. What a season, wow. I just can't anymore, Joe.
Yeah, this is not a good year. Alabama, this is not a good year. And I got to fix the Gritty donation, obviously, because it didn't play Gritty. But thank you, sir. Alabama.
Hey, you'll get Bama next year. Bama's definitely winning next year.
Celtics eat shitty.
Aw.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I normally don't try to.
Well, they probably are in fucking goddamn Golden State, San Francisco. They're in the streets eating all their shit.
Getting golden showers right now.
It sucks. Imagine that you're out there. This is the only good news is you're in L.A. probably to them as they go down to Los Angeles and get banged tonight, maybe.
Yeah, and by the way, the only rioting that's going to be happening is that you go to the Golden Gate Bridge. It's like, hey guys, let's go for a swim.
Yeah. Hey, let's take a shit in this. Hey, let's take a shit in the bag. The Warriors won.
It's like going to a wrestling event in Mexico and you just throw everything you know under the sun at the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Let's throw crap in their face.
Steph Curry is like, let's go. Like, are we gonna go to another party in San Fran tonight? And Steph Curry's like, nah, not after last time, man. We're going to L.A. He's like, come on, man. Like, nah, dude. There was a gay guy who looked just like me, dressed up as me, getting butt pumped in the fucking bathroom, man. I'm not going there again. Fuck this place. I'm going to L.A. I'm like, all right. And so Steph is not
That's
partying.
a T-shirt also. Screw this. I'm going to L.A.
Yeah, no, I'm going to L.A. After what I saw last year, fuck that. Last time we won the championship here, no, I'm going away. Let's see what this is. Methinks 995 has subscribed to the channel. What's up, Methinks? Man, I gotta fix this.
Definitely Japanese.
Gotta fix that too. Oh.
Well, I'm just saying, Methinks.
Well, and maybe Ed's Views is watching this.
Methinks that's racist.
What's up, Joe? Glad your Celtics lost. Let's go.
You know what,
Smiley
Brian
face.
Huerta? You fucking goddamn piece of shit. Fucking illegal piece of shit is what you are.
Go rage.
You
Go
goddamn,
rage, Joe.
You fucking goddamn sewer rat. Fucking.
Do you believe WWE would get better if Vince leave?
I mean, I think you know. Here's the thing: some of the major ups would go away. I think we've been missing out, but mostly it would get better because it can't get worse.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I.
Oh my God, this guy's an OG. It's Royal Thomas.
To fund my godly ass. JCS Army.
It's Roman.
Donate to me.
Donate to him.
Acknowledge me.
Donate to me.
Acknowledge my drunken Uso cousin.
Acknowledge his wife.
Yeah, come on. I got them white teeth.
This is Wardlow and I'm getting my turkey necked in the back of the hearse. If for life.
What the hell? Royal Thomas. AEW for life, he said. Look at those teeth, man. I still can't get over those new teeth that just look too good to be real.
When he returned and people were making the comparisons between like his old teeth and like his newer ones, I was just like, somebody actually took the time to notice it and just did a comparison.
Royal Thomas, thank you, man, for donating that much to me, man. Appreciate it, bro. A nice $9.99. And there's more coming in. John Montgomery.
Buy the dip, will bounce back fast. It's reaction.
Yeah? I'll give it a try. John Montgomery, thank you. My wife has it in her. I should just touch her.
Shit bum.
I should just bang her tonight.
Believe Vince McMahon, who owns the goddamn company, isn't going anywhere. Nick Khan doesn't own WWE in any sense.
I know.
He worked security at WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, you know. Did he really? That's crazy.
That'd be funny
if that's true, that's hilarious. I didn't know that. Alex Oli, thanks for the $5. Becoming a $5 shit bum. You guys can become $5 shit bums too and support the show and literally keep me on the air. Thank you. But no, man, listen, it's not. But he's in a powerful position, so he could benefit from this sort of thing. I mean, maybe not. Maybe he just benefits from, oh fuck, now I got to find a booker. You know, so maybe it does. I don't know. But I believe
he's in the news. I mean, again, not that he wanted to be in this situation, but he's out there. His face and his name is out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said it's a conspiracy type of thing, It might, I don't think that, I wouldn't put my money on that, It certainly wouldn't be the hill I was
Shit bum!
It's gonna look really bad if they released all these wrestlers due to budget cuts, but McMahon allegedly paid millions dollars for her to hush.
Yeah, but
again, that's a lot of money, especially since that it was only a few million, and all those wrestlers are like, they were probably a cumulative to about 10, maybe $12 million. Plus, a lot of that money went to Brock.
Yeah, Brock. Like
if you think about it, because Brock has the biggest payroll, even more so than Roman.
It's just another thing. It's just more money that went to horse shit when people were. It's they got to get rid of the budget cuts excuse.
And they didn't have to release people because they didn't lose money.
But so many people they themselves kept saying we let these people go due to budget cuts, and that's the problem. Is they themselves?
And that was BS.
But it could be because there could be a budget for talent.
Shit bum.
And I don't know.
If Vince leaves, Roman leaves.
No way.
No, I don't know about that. But either
Paul
way,
Heyman will defend that until the wheels fall off.
I mean, either way.
That's an interesting name for a head booker. If something happened to Vince, Paul Heyman.
Yes and no, because as much as I love Paul Heyman, again, if you're going to remember ECW the way it was, and again, not to say that he would do the same thing that he would in
Shit
ECW,
bum.
Whole different set of
Joe is
circumstances.
missing the NJPW Switchblade era JEW.
Yeah, I'm missing the Switchblade era, no doubt about it. I don't like those guys.
And again, we don't know when Omega's coming back, and again, that's going to create that whole Civil War storyline. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be great, but still, it's like I feel like the bloom's going to be off the rose.
I feel like it's going to be great for about 200,000 people, but everyone else
for
is
like
not
2
gonna,
months.
No one's going to care.
Shit,
the
bum.
Majority is going to be like
Kevin Kelly and Jr. are on commentary Forbidden Door.
Kevin Kelly and JR. Oh.
Well, remember Kevin Kelly hasn't done
Kelly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I rambled. Kevin Kelly, I don't think has done a national U.S. Pay-per-view or premium live event since literally the Attitude Era or anything really, or even on a televised network. I know he does stuff for Ring of Honor and stuff over the years.
Ring of Honor is what he's been primarily doing, right?
Yeah, but as far as being a national, telecast,
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Kevin. I mean, he's a nice guy, and he's good. And that Stone Cold stuff back in the day will always be his biggest thing to me. But he's done so many good things. Calls, he's pretty good. Luis Urdaneta became a member again. Thank you, Luis Urdaneta. That is membership again. Thank you, sir.
Didn't Kevin Dunn save the WWF tapes?
Yes.
That's why he keeps him on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big part of it.
I thought it was his father, actually, that did it, but it might have been Kevin Dunn, actually.
I actually think you might be right. I think it might be Kevin's father or Kevin did. Either way, but they did. They said the whole library. It was like wasn't it like in the trunk of a car or something?
Yeah, Jim Cornette explained that, because when they had their little argument, Jim Cornette said, well, remember, Kevin's family, they saved the tape, so he has a job for life and blah, 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 and, that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, all of the history of WWF and WWF and I think it was like 1980 something.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I mean, you can't... Listen, I like it. We bash Kevin Dunn a lot. Kevin Dunn was also the guy who produced the television in the 90s in Attitude Era.
Very smart guy.
Yeah,
a lot of people...
He's a wonderful producer. The guy should have won awards. I don't like the style now that goes on. I haven't liked Kevin Dunn's style since probably the year 2008, and before. But the current style,
when they went to HD.
Yeah, for whatever reason, and the jerking of the camera and that sort of thing. Jim Cornette wanted to make the ring sound better. Kevin Dunn got angry at that because it messed up the sound or something. So there's been things that I don't agree with Kevin Dunn on. No doubt about it, and I've been upset when I've heard oh man, I loved that, and that guy took that away. But so Kevin Dunn is weird. There's some things that irritate me about him, what I've heard, but then you got to remember that he also has produced some magic. Every beautiful shot and amazing thing you remember, he's done it. So even though the last 12 years have been, I think, annoying and not very good, he still had 25 years of beautiful magic. So
and by the way, he's also the creator of that Wile E. Coyote shot whenever you see the ladder matches and they show the replays. He's responsible for that.
Yeah, like he deserves to get praise too, not just shit. He's also a fucking great producer genius, and it looks like he could be going to jail. So I don't know.
Produce something in prison.
What's up, Joe? I'm just playing lover content. Fire.
I know. I'm kidding with you too, man.
Produce an ass right.
I love you. Yeah, you should. He could go into movies at this point or something.
If he wanted to, he could own his own production company.
Right, and now you know what he doesn't. He doesn't need to do shit now because when this is all said and done, I mean, he'll be 78 years old. He'll look like shit, and he'll have 5 years.
Whoa,
to
wait a
enjoy
minute. That's how old he is?
No. He's like 60 something now. But I mean,
yeah, I'm about to say. I'm like, what?
No, he'll be like when he finally, if he ever retired. It's
okay.
The guy will be like 78, sitting there, and then he'll live for 5 years to live and enjoy the millions of dollars he has.
Can we also talk a little bit about Jeremy McDevitt? You know, Vince's lawyer.
Yeah,
I learned more about him in the Dark Side of the Ring episode, where allegedly he was Jim the Anvil Neidhart's lawyer, and then ended up being Vince's lawyer for the longest. I mean,
he reminds me of Maelish, I think it is. So Gene Roddenberry of Star Trek, the creator of Star Trek. Do you know about this? Probably not. But the bottom line is, when Gene Roddenberry, they asked him to bring Star Trek back in the 80s. And so he decided to come back on, but he hired a lawyer like Jerry Maelish or something, and this guy like had all these stipulations, and he was like a bastard to the studio about things they had to do a certain way since Gene was in charge of the new Star Trek. And anyway, that reminds me of Vince's lawyer a little bit.
Yeah, and a matter of fact, if you remember when the Benoit tragedy happened, he was on CNN with a lot of the stars, including Cena, Bret Hart, DiBiase, and
they got on him on TV.
Yeah, they got him on TV, and
sexually.
I think he was even asked a question like, does Vince care about this whole situation? And he's just like, I think he cares about all of his superstars. Wink, wink.
Right.
So Jeremy,
to a certain degree.
Yeah. And again, he as a lawyer is a badass. Like, just the fact that he broke down the trial for these guys in a random episode of Dark Side of the Ring. I mean, again, it just goes to show that like he is very transparent and understands the law. But then there's also the idea of, well, here's a guy who's been paid millions upon millions of dollars to stick with Vince. I mean, that just shows loyalty right there. So there is a sense of biasness, I would assume, to a degree.
Well, in the ease of communicating with the truck, and now there's like multiple other guys that can do, Kevin Dunn's job. I think Kevin Dunn now just kind of oversees everything. That's why you get some of these directorial changes. Because I don't know this to be true. Because he's still in the truck, sitting in a similar position, but I feel like he's
producing a lot.
Yeah, instead of he used to be the guy telling the fucking, at one point he was the guy telling the technical director, switch to camera 2, switch to camera 3. Now he doesn't do that. He's the guy who just coordinates everybody and puts them in the truck and then lets them run it. So it's not like he's the guy sitting there anymore saying, camera 3, give me camera 5.
Oh, man, I just remembered this. So do you remember the NXT takeover with War Games? And it was with Ciampa and Adam Cole, and they do that's one spot off the cage, and they zoom in on Britt Baker, which they didn't know that was her. They just thought it was a fan, and and again, that's Kevin Dunn.
Well, they knew it was his girlfriend, but they didn't know. I thought they knew it was his girlfriend, but they didn't know. Like, oh yeah, she's in AEW. Like, I don't think anybody thought of that. But you might be right.
And of course, obviously, fans were just like, what are you guys doing?
I think you're right. It was just that she was reacting. Because she was really reacting because her husband's really wrestling. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I thought they were just boyfriend, girlfriend.
No, you're right. Boyfriend, girlfriend. My bad. I don't know. What did I say? Husband? I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What if the turkeys ate us?
Hit me with that remix.
What if they filleted us?
It's the man! It's Chili Cheese Jay!
If the turkeys ate us, if they had to eat us, what if the turkeys ate us?
here to stay. Seriously, I lived for Outta Nowhere on Thursdays for so goddamn long. Keep it going, Joe. And shout out to Mustafa. Also, if Vince is forced out, Pritchard has no job in the WWE.
Yeah, it's a great point. That's kind of what I was thinking earlier when someone said that. Chili Cheese J, Bruce Pritchard has no damn job if Vince is gone, and you're probably right.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think Bruce wants to continue.
What?
If that's the case, because I don't think Bruce wants to continue if that's the case.
If Vince ain't there,
because Vince is not there. Well, again, I feel Bruce needs to thrive off Vince in the sense of being creative
sexually,
because that gives him positive and negative reinforcement.
Yeah, no, I think like a lot of other people wouldn't get Bruce and wouldn't like Bruce. Like if I took over the company, I might keep Bruce in a production sort of way. Like I think Bruce knows a lot about production, how to do a lot of things. So I would keep him in a different. I would step him back a little bit, maybe creatively, or I would maybe use him as like someone who could, hey, what do you think, Bruce? We're thinking about doing this. Consultant type. Like we're the ones that are going to make the decisions, but we're consulting you on it, and maybe you have a better idea, or maybe he'd be like, well, listen, in the past, this is what happens when we do that. All right, well, we're willing to take the risk this time, even though you said that. Or you're right, we didn't think of that. Bruce has a lot of knowledge. Let's not do that. So that to me, that's where Bruce has a lot of value.
A Dusty role?
A Dusty role? Yeah. I mean, no, because I think Dusty's role was more about like helping the talent with promos and be who they are and come up with characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're thinking of maybe Dusty in WCW, but even in WCW, more of that Booker role because I don't think he really did the booking in WWE or NXT. He just more did the production of the stars. He was more of the guy who was like, yo.
Yeah, that's what Bruce does. He's just all he does is just run the back, plays the music, fucking gets people there.
Well, that's what he used to do. Bruce. Bruce, hey, what up, AJMs? Yeah, Bruce used to time keep the show. I don't think Bruce is the timekeeper guy anymore.
Oh no!
I mean, when he came back, no, obviously not. He's probably
he was a creative mind.
Probably doing something else now.
But
and isn't this interesting? How it's interesting how the Dusty film is most likely going to be highlighted more so than anything else, and the Vince film is going to be shunned for like the next 2 years. I mean,
you think they're not going to really come out with the Vince shit?
No, it's going to come out, but it's most likely going to be
it could be delayed
2 years from now.
Yeah, it could be very delayed.
Delayed, and also they're most likely are going to add or maybe even erase certain content for the times.
And was this for the Dark Side of the Ring?
No. This is a separate project that they're doing specifically for Vince, and also the autobiographical book as well, or the unauthorized version.
Weren't they doing a video too, where fucking what's his name was going to be Vince?
Oh, you mean like a biopic?
Yeah, I remember seeing a picture of what's
you probably were looking at the Young Rock thing.
Yeah, no. It was a whole fucking movie that was coming out, and they had a picture of Bradley Cooper who's gonna play Vince.
Really?
Yeah, I had saw a picture of it, and I was like, Jesus Christ,
that's hilarious.
I remember there was talks for a little while, and again, it was only rumor and innuendo. But the guy that was from the X-Men movie, not the main actor, not huge actor, it was the other guy who played his brother, allegedly was going to play Chris Benoit.
No shit.
Allegedly, but again, no, there was never legs on the project. Plus, also remember using Benoit's likeness. Again, you would have to go through so many different channels just to even do that. It's the same thing that happened with Janis Joplin when they came out with The Rose with Bette Midler. Same thing.
Right. By the way, if people have suggestions for me, make sure you can email me, joecronshow@yahoo.com, at JCS Commentary on Twitter. And remember, I'm live almost every single day, videos every single day. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that bullshit. Also, patreon.com. All my links are down below in the description box of this video. If you want to donate, the donate link is up above. Super chats work. And if you want to become a member, that would help out also. If you want to go that far and do that, that'd be sick.
I got a member.
Got a member down below where Vince McMahon's member is going to be on trial soon. Tomorrow night is Monetize This. That'll be a lot of fun Friday night. And then, of course, Saturday night, Beat the Clock or Beat the Meat on Saturday night will be fun. But yeah, so what were we saying? Garguts, did you have anything to add to any of this stuff we've been talking about or you care about? I don't know. It's a lot of wrestling news. It's a lot of wrestling news.
A lot of wrestling?
A lot of wrestling news.
Yeah, I'm just the whole fucking scandal shit. That's fucking what's up. Finally,
I mean, another wrestling scandal. I mean, why not in 2022? Why not?
It finally comes out though that Vince has been doing the same shit that we've been talking about for.
Yeah, well,
No.
here's the thing.
No, really, no. It doesn't surprise me
If
at
nothing
all.
legal, if nothing really legal comes of this, like I think everything will just go back to normal. If nothing largely legal comes from it, you know. I mean, dude, we could be talking about the worst thing that happens here is Kevin Dunn goes to jail for insider trading. I mean, that's hilarious. Like, I mean, not.
I mean, Martha Stewart did the same shit.
Yes, that's right. That's a great point. It's something like that.
In the immortal words of Paul Heyman, if my father wasn't a lawyer, I couldn't pull off ECW. I got sued more times than Martha Stewart.
Well, and what sucks about it for Kevin Dunn, if that does happen to him, the poor guy, he puts all these years into WWE. He just doesn't retire. He won't fucking retire. The guy should have retired and enjoyed his money, I think. And now maybe you are getting ready to retire soon, and then you got to go to jail for maybe 10 years or something. Like,
but again, you can also make a comparison with wrestlers sometimes, where it's just like, oh, you should go to retire and at your age. Well, Ric Flair is literally about to have his last match at what, 73?
Yeah,
and I can't even believe that.
But like, think about it. Is he really going to go to jail, or do you think he's going to get?
No,
I think Vince is going to get a slap on the wrist, and then everybody else is going to get fired.
Now,
and if they do go to jail, they're going to go to like the most high class fucking rich jail.
No, yeah, he'll be a white collar. Like Kevin Dunn could do like 3 months. Like admit he's guilty, go to jail 3 months, have to pay fines and pay back. Maybe I don't even know how that works. If you have to pay back the money.
Famous people don't go to jail that long. I mean, Vince Neil killed a guy and went to jail for what, 30 days?
Oh, what about that chick from Full House that was trying to help her daughter through college and that crap?
Yep, you're right. The mom, what's her face?
Jessica something. I can't remember her name.
Jessica.
But she went to jail for what? What was it? 8 months or a year? Lori something, right? Lori something.
Yeah. Yeah, Lori.
Yeah, Lori. Yeah, Lori Longhao, whatever.
Lori lesbian.
Yeah.
Lori lesbian. I'm Lori lesbian. No, I don't know.
Damn, I'm off my game tonight with certain people's names. This is weird.
And I'm remembering stuff. What the fuck is going on? I'm the brain dead idiot, and I'm remembering.
I'm sober, I promise.
That Lori girl, she never ages. She's like fucking Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I swear. They're like vampires.
Yeah, because she was hot on the show, and she's still kind of hot now. It's weird.
Yeah. Weird, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole Vince McMahon thing, that's not surprising. The whole Kevin Dunn thing, hey, kind of not surprising too. I feel
and honestly,
I feel like this was like I feel like this is only one thing that they were doing.
Oh no! Here's the problem, Garguts. What we're finding out now too. The other news of this is now they could have the rights to investigate a lot of things, and all this shit's going to come out. That's the thing.
Oh, dude, they're going to go through a fine tooth comb with the whole company.
Yep.
What if you find out that it was Vince's fault that Owen fell?
Oh my god! What if we find out everything? Like the books have to come out on everything, and like
for the Snuka stuff.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude, I was not even just thinking about that, but yeah,
I don't think you have to worry about the Snuka thing because that's too old now. But
but still hush money. I mean, again, Vince giving away hush money is not a surprise to me in the slightest. But again,
that's only just the top of the iceberg of what could unfold. Over the next,
remember Michael Hayes allegedly kept a black man in a monkey cage for years.
What?
Yeah, I mean, no, come on.
I mean,
when was this?
Art Truth?
I'm kidding, bro.
You're being worked.
I do got a story about him. Hey,
what?
Hey, when I was young, going to a sportatorium, I was like about 10 years old. I seen him coming down the aisle, and he seen me. He goes, "Look at that little end."
Oh my god! No,
I'm in front of my mother. I'm in front of my mother. And my mother goes, "What? What did he say?" He said, "He called me N-word." You heard him.
And then they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're racist." It's like, well, but yeah, I mean, like the whole Coco.
No, this is like 1985. Nobody gave a fuck.
Oh, I get it. Okay, well, listen. Hey,
well, you hear stories about Rocky.
Speaking of that,
So
what if all the Ring Boy stuff comes out?
Pat Patterson.
Oh man!
But see, here's my opinion: is that already has come out. Like in my opinion, this shit's already known. Like, right? So it's like I mean, unless you had photos,
it's gonna be confirmed.
All right, they find the locked up file of Pat Patterson, and he's got his like cock on a kid's like cheek. I mean, yeah.
But here's also the other thing too, and this is what's interesting. So, and again, I'm not believing everything that he says, but even Dave Meltzer allegedly, when he spoke with Vince about the Rita May stuff, apparently Vince admitted it's like, yeah, there was so and so, blah blah blah. So again, Vince. It's weird because he'll only give certain information out straightforward if he feels comfortable around the person that he's telling this to. So again, whether or not he'll cough up certain information, he'll word it in his Vince-ism to make it sound like it's just like, oh, well, it's so.
All right, pal, this is what you're going to do. You're going to fucking take this
things of that nature.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right.
I wonder what they got on Jake the Snake. Right?
I can tell you exactly what happened. Me and Pat Patterson were driving down the road.
Okay.
And we saw a girl, and she had her thumb out. She was asking for a ride.
It was a hitchhiker.
She said, I need a ride. And she got in the car, and I started pounding her asshole. And she screamed and ran out of the car. I said, she asked for a ride. She said a driving ride, not to be raped. And I couldn't believe it. And I knew 5 months later I was served with a warrant. I didn't do it.
Sound more like Stone Cold Steve Austin with a dry throat.
I hate people. I hate the end people.
Dude, so did you ever see like when they were on like Donahue and shit? And
yes.
You actually so there's a referee that
fuck your mother.
A guy. This dude caught a referee fucking like messing around with some like boy in a fucking parking lot.
Oh my god!
I'm Jake the Snake. I like
there
little
was a lot of hush
boys.
money there going around. They said that they tried to pay him off, and he was like, "Nah, hell no." Nah.
I mean,
so
there was
trying to pay off people.
There's a lot of rumor and innuendo and claims, but again, no. Unfortunately, it's never really been proven in a court of law. Now we were speaking because Gargants, we were speaking about this earlier. What if this actually made trial, and then of course this trial was televised to be more sensationalist based upon how the media would react? Because unfortunately, there's been a lot of people in the media that have no merit, i.e., Phil Mushnick and people like that of the world.
It won't be trial. He's gonna use all that Saudi money to fucking make
sure. Oh my God. The Macho Man shit's gonna come up. Oh yeah, I did fuck her. Yeah.
He fucked her. And Linda.
Right in her ass.
And Shane.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while before all the the chickens come home to roost in terms of like all the information that comes out. But I do know that going forward, everybody's going to be walking on eggshells. Probably even the talent too, because I can only imagine.
I can just imagine they should have sold this company already, dude.
All the messing girls they kidnapped and everything.
Dude, it's weird. They were on the verge of giving it to selling this company, and now
nobody got more kids than anybody.
Nobody's gonna even fucking touch this company now.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
they still have sponsors.
It's still really profitable.
Snickers and various sponsors have not left yet.
Bro, Snickers needs a sponsor that bad. Damn.
What did you call me, Gorgeous?
Yeah, what the hell did you just say?
I said N-word. What did you call me?
I said hungry. Why wait?
No, you said you're
not you when you're hungry, Garg.
You called me N-word. I heard that.
Oh God!
How dare you?
Not again.
Damn. Kid smuggler.
While he's drinking a 40.
Yeah, is that a 40 you're drinking? Are you really drinking a 40?
Shit, bum.
Oh shit.
I love Tanahashi, but if he's into Ram Champ promos,
I'm sorry.
You know what? It doesn't matter because he's not. Well, he is gonna win because I think Tanahashi's gonna win it, and then. But you're right. If he wins it until CM Punk gets back, he really won't be cutting a promo. But I think maybe Tony Khan figures it's prestigious still because he's holding on to it or whatever, and then it allows the belt to be continued, and then he can come and defend it once or twice. I don't know. AJ Adams, what?
Does he wrestle with nunchucks or what?
Oh, Tanahashi.
Yeah,
because he's Japanese.
What the hell kind of thing is? What the hell, AJ Adams?
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
No.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
It was Gargi's donating.
Long time listener, first time donating. Let me in and shake your wee wee lol.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's shake it. We'll have Gargot shake his wee wee.
So Joe, what's his finishing move? The super noodle kick?
Oh, the super noodle kick is that what you said? The super noodle. Super noodle.
I've never seen that guy, so I don't know nothing about him.
Oh.
Super
Alex
noodle
Riley,
dick.
Mason Ryan, and Ryback best wrestlers.
Chris Benoit. Yeah, you would say that, Chris Benoit. I guess that is
Still shock. Yeah.
Shell shock. Yeah, shellcock. Showcock.
Oh, that's a good move. Right there.
Yo, would you really say something to him in public if you seen him for real?
I don't know if I saw who, Ryback. Oh yeah, I'd be like, bro,
Yeah.
yo, what's up? Why?
Hey, you gotta have a responsibility. You gotta show positivity in your community.
You know he'll pull your head off and stuff like your ass. You know that, right?
Yeah, no. What if he grabs you and actually throws you in a pit of spikes right when you see?
I made this specifically for you.
Right.
Fuck you, Joe.
You're here for a reason, Joe.
You're my shit. You're my shit, you piece of shit.
Oh man,
Joe, I know you're my cat, Joe. I know you're my cat, Joe.
I've been waiting for this for 6 years. Joe, do you not understand? I've been waiting for 6 years. I've been waiting to put you in a pit of spikes. Finish it. Sell my product.
Yeah, I heard about the woman suing Geico or whatever. They sued the insurance company for getting just HPV.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's old news. It's like they had sex in the car. She got HPV from the guy, but they sued the car. They sued the insurance of the car, and they won because I don't know why, but the insurance of the car technically is supposed to cover it.
Technically, cover STDs on the seat.
Well, I think it's probably like some legal thing where it says it covers injury while in the car. So if you get injured, and if they, I guess it's an injury.
Bro, so if I got cancer in the car, I could have won money.
Maybe.
Wait a minute.
Maybe. I
Somebody
mean,
says
it's
I deserved
obviously.
it when I was young. Fuck you.
It's obviously some kind of a loophole, and it worked. I'm sure Geico is going to rewrite their fucking insurance claim shit now. They can afford it though. $5 million, right? Is that all it was? I mean, that's nothing for Geico, but
they're rich.
Yeah, that's like a little chunk of.
Well,
that's like a little piece of their fucking.
You said little chunk.
Little chunk.
It's like under the counter change.
We
Said
covered
a little chink. I heard him.
little
He
chink
said
in the
little
chain
chink.
there, yeah. So we talked about everything tonight. I think we hit everything I had on my notes. So there really isn't anything left that we, this has been fun to come back and do out of nowhere. Definitely Rastafa is a big reason we were able to go this long and have all this content. I was ready to go with plenty of topics as well. And then Asher has added great third man stuff, man, as a guy who grew up watching this show. Bro, you've been listening to this show for like 8 years, or 10 years. Pretty crazy.
It's about 8. I think 8.
It's probably 8, yeah. It's probably about 8.
Those were good days, son.
Those were the good days when Vince gave me crack.
I sick of your mother.
The sausage stuff, though, I did want to touch on that, dude. Real
Do you
quick.
see that Mike Chioda they blurred out all the referees' faces or something?
Wait, what?
On something? Yeah, he was like,
I heard
what?
something about
On
that.
what?
No, they blurred out the wrestlers' faces. Oh shit!
if I
There's
do.
Duncachino right there.
There's Duncachino.
New game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate
blend.
Just wanna say, really enjoyed your wrestling talk tonight, Rastafa. You the man, Joe. Scissor me daddy.
Yeah! Scissor me!
Why do you ask you that and not me that?
Thank you, man. I really appreciate being scissored. I love it. You know what? I think that's going to be a donation, too, that I got to work on, is when they go, scissor me, and then I'll do it. Like, and I'll come up with something. I like the idea.
No. But you got to make that $4 donation. Your son's a piece of shit. You got to make that.
Your son's a piece of shit. You raised a piece of shit.
You raised a piece of shit.
You raised a piece of shit.
Man, his sister looked like a damn crack whore for real. That bitch is ugly.
You raised a piece of shit.
That is the line of the week.
Hey, you know what I got to say, son? You know what I got to
I
say?
wish I could wake up next to Liv Morgan.
I wake up next to my wife, who to me looks like Liv Morgan. Like, So
she probably likes cocaine too in her ass.
Oh.
She's Italian, man.
Shit bomb.
Thanks, Benoit.
Safe to say DeMarco is never coming back, huh? Sleepy face.
Oh,
I don't think so. I mean, although me and Jake are trying to, he has tried to do a show with me. It's funny because each time we tried to do a show or do something, he ended up having to go to the doctors for some kind of thing.
Is he in a wheelchair now, or what?
I allegedly, according to him, like pretty close to it. But I mean, 130 pounds.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, dude, he weighs 130.
dude.
The doctors want him to gain weight. Like,
He sent me a picture of his jiggly ass, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah, he sends me the pictures too. He goes, "Look at this," and I'm like, "Oh my god, bro."
He needs to hit the gym. He needs to hit the gym.
Yeah,
But even hitting the gym, it doesn't help. You still have to eat a lot of calories.
What it is? He lost a lot of weight, and the skin didn't elastic.
Well, no, I can tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
So his stomach is shrunken by the operation that they thought would fix all these other things, but he's still throwing up. So he's still throwing up constantly. So that's why he's so skinny, because he's not keeping anything down. And they thought when they reduced his stomach and took the pressure off something and then fixed something or other, that would stop him from puking and the nausea all the time. But now he had the operation for the stomach. He loses all that weight. He can only eat little amounts of things, and he's still throwing up at the same rate.
And that's also scary too. That's scary too in the sense that, like, God forbid if you're sleeping, and God forbid you have to hurl it. You can't do that, and you're not on your side. You could choke to death.
Well,
and that's not good.
it's eating away the enamel of his teeth.
Yeah, it's eating away.
Yeah, it's eating away. Why is he throwing up?
Because he sees Colonel Santos' mother, that damn shit-skinned midget bitch.
Oh my god, shit-skinned midget bitch.
I can just visualize that and just go, wow.
Oh my god, dude, shit-skinned midget.
That was so specific, and I could visualize every detail.
Oh yeah. Why'd you touch
I
it?
can imagine the color already. I thought you did. You should have said
Imagine her giving bumping a tree to a little piece of shit, rolling down the damn tree. You're a piece of shit. You raised a piece of shit.
You raised a piece of shit.
It's the line of the
You raised a piece of shit.
Fucking raised
Joe,
a piece
please
of
make
shit.
a donation.
Looks like the forbidden door has opened between WWE and AEW. Because Christian seems to have his edge back. Liv Morgan is so hot, hopefully next maybe.
It does feel like the judgment day has come to AEW for Christian. He was like, you know what? I saw Edge do that. I want to do that too. Kind of weird.
I mean, at this point, Christian right now being a heel.
Christian gain his edge
What is
back.
Edge doing? Has anybody seen him?
What's what? Edge? Oh no, I knew Edge was taking a break. He was taking a break, and that's why.
I remember his contract says he only could wrestle a few times a year.
Yeah.
With Christian now, I mean, being a heel, I mean, it's very much needed because, again, they're going to need more heels, going forward, and legitimate heels that can actually make the young guys look good.
Hey, is SB still sticking with 14-year-old Japanese girls?
Oh my god.
That's what I heard.
Well, I don't think Edge does that. Edge is sleeping with that big moo cow.
No, Ed's View. No,
Ed's View. No, Ed's View. Yeah, he fucks eggplants still.
Yeah, I heard he was sleeping with a little 14-year-old girl.
Well, no, Ed's View is still in the chat all the time, and he's on Twitter, and I talk to Ed's View still, and I love Ed's View, but yeah, he's probably. I am concerned about what he does over there in Japan.
How old is this picture of Linda and Vince?
Like 20 years, isn't it?
Not that old. I mean.
Oh no, that's like last year.
It looks like.
I thought
Well,
Edge's
that's
contract
old.
ends this year.
10 years ago. I thought Edge contract ends this year. Yeah, I think it does, but he still has like 3 appearances or 5 appearances or something. So
He can get an extension.
yeah, I think he was already working more than he wanted to, but he came up with this idea for the group. Then they started having conflicting things, and I said, "All right, I'm gonna take my vacation."
No, he's leaving. No, he's leaving.
Edge? No,
he's getting out of there after these allegations. He's like, "Oh, I'm out of here."
No. Edge has to be at SummerSlam and the Rumble. I think. I don't know if he'll be at Mania, but yeah, he's
honestly, dude.
He'll do an extension for
Mania. He'll be a double or
his-
nothing next year. Watch.
His thing is really, really fucking like dwindled, dude.
his thing. His thing is
yeah,
dwindled.
I think he's tired of that place.
No, his gimmick, dude. Like I'm not buying it anymore, man. It's just
Well, I mean,
Well,
like,
yeah,
well,
I
no,
mean,
I mean, well, the
after-
the problem with Edge is he snaps and goes full on crazy heel. Then he creates a group, and I like it. And then the group just turns on him right away, almost. And so, yeah, he's what do you do
But it
now?
wasn't better explained in the beginning. That's the other thing. I mean, granted that you were getting little hints here and there, which is great, but it wasn't properly explained in the beginning in terms of what Edge's goal was and what he wanted to do.
Right.
Other than just, hey, I'm the chosen one on the mountain of whatever the hell it was. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Randy Orton needs Burn in My Light theme song.
Well, I like that theme song, but I mean, I think his newer one has been better all these years, but I do like that old theme song too. He had a good theme song before as well. So
I don't remember that one.
hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna take what you do.
You should come out to the song from Beetlejuice.
It is a good theme.
What if it comes out to it when he comes back? That'd be great.
I wouldn't mind changing it back to his old theme in a way because the Randy Viper, his song is great though, so it's hard to say that, but it is old. Like voices in my head, it's old.
Now, who do you think's gonna surpass Ric Flair? Apparently, it's not gonna be fucking Triple H,
in what?
'cause he's done.
In what? What years of wrestling?
In the fucking damn title thing. Because we got John Cena coming back for one more run. Maybe he can win it.
Cena will do it. Cena's gonna.
You think so?
I think so because why not? I mean, he can come back at any time in the next 5 years and have one or two. Well, that's a good point though. Maybe he doesn't want to, and maybe now that he's in Hollywood, he'd have to come back and win the belt.
Let him.
They'd have to give him a
And
lot
I
of
believe
money.
Cena. The only reason why they're bringing Cena back is because they're just trying to put over a theory.
Jesus.
So I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, and Randy Orton's the only one that's like
shit bum.
What do you think of Carmelo Hayes?
I love Carmelo Hayes. I mean, I'm friends with him.
She's a whore.
He's like
Great
literally
athlete.
He's a guy. He's I've always known him as Christian Casanova, but I mean I've grown up for years. I mean not grown up, but I mean I saw his first match. Like I love the guy as a wrestler. I liked him I always liked him on the indies, his agility, and it was fun. I liked the way he had a character all the time. I liked what he did when he went into chaotic wrestling. He then really picked up that persona and character. A lot of the stuff he does in NXT is a little bit like what he did in chaotic a little bit, but he's become this. I mean, dude, I love Carmelo.
He embraced it.
He's great. Carmelo's great. I don't know if he'll ever be, that like the guy of the company because of his size and some of the things right now, but he definitely is a guy who could be a top, United States Intercontinental Champion on the main roster, and he could do a damn good job with that. But I said the same thing about Ricochet, and the only difference is Carmelo Hayes, he's got more personality on the mic than Ricochet, but again, look what happened to Ricochet, so I don't really... I'm not really sure.
Ricochet got caught fingering his butthole.
What a bag he is.
I mean, that's what but Vince probably liked that. Oh.
What a queer boy.
I'm just saying, like, he did what he had. He did what he had to do, and when he makes his OnlyFans, I guarantee he's gonna make a lot of money.
You're gonna be the first one to look at it.
There's also another thing that I'm also not taking into account. Where Vince steps down, business is still going to be business as usual, but in terms of money that is coming from sponsors and other revenue sources and stuff like that, again, they can also renegotiate of how much they want to give the company if they wanted to. Because then that also means that, Vince is not at the helm. You're going to be like, okay, so you're not as valuable anymore because you don't have Vince. And Vince, in a lot of ways, is the figurehead of the company, whether people want to think that or not. He is the head. So when you think WWE, you immediately think Vince. If you're of advertising sort,
they're not gonna lose anything. I guarantee you.
I'm saying that Nick Khan's just gonna probably just take over.
No.
I'm talking
about revenue streams.
Oh, revenue. Wait.
No, they're not gonna lose.
He hasn't been on TV in a minute. What's gonna be a revenue stream?
No. I'm not. It's not even that. It's just the idea that if Vince were to step down or was forced to step down based upon allegations being so threatening, again, nobody's going to want to have to touch that company with a fine-tooth comb for a while.
Well, look. You still got Linda McMahon still owns it.
No, she owns 1% of the company.
Ain't nothing happened to this guy.
What?
Yeah, she owns.
Yeah, he's like
Vince owns 42%. Linda owns 1%, and I think Stephanie McMahon owns 8.
2.
Or
Okay,
it's
so
probably less.
Are they gonna release the girl's name?
We don't know yet.
If it gets that serious, yes.
If she is content with the millions of dollars, and how many years has this been over?
These hush things, they sign an NDA or whatever you call it. I don't know what they sign, and they always come out though. They always come out.
Right,
always come out, dude.
But Gargot, you keep calling me that word, I'm gonna get you.
Motherfucker, you
keep calling me the N word. You call me the N word again. I heard it.
Oh my God! Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that to him? He's only half black. Why would you say that? Call him a mulatto Oreo cookie, if anything.
All right. Sorry about my bad, redneck.
Whoa! What the hell? What?
Hey, it's in the AJ Styles fucking theme song.
Did you just say? Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought for some reason I thought you said something bad. I don't know why.
Yeah, he did say something bad. He just
Red Dick. Yeah.
So you know, I'm a.
Hey,
AJ Styles
if they're gonna fucking release her name, and she's been hush hush this whole time, happy with her money, why does it matter?
They might not be allowed to release her name if somebody else is spilling the beans somehow. But
what we do know, it's a 41-year-old woman.
Okay, so it's
Trish Stratus.
That sounds like
Stratus, right? I was
no, it's an office. Apparently it's an office worker though. It's somebody like a paralegal or something. It's not a wrestler.
Yeah, remember, allegedly she worked under Vince and then got switched over to Laurinaitis and then again got $100,000 plus raise. So
I bet they tore that pussy up, both of them.
You know what, Andre?
$100,000 plus raise. Oh,
Andre Lavandero.
Yeah, remember,
Andre.
I want to be a.
Andre Lavandero just brought up a great point on my Instagram DM. He DM'd me and he said, I think that Shoe Nice or whoever that person was on to something when they called the show to talk about the McMahons. Do you remember that when that guy called the show and he was crazy?
Yeah, I remember that.
Wait, what?
He was telling the truth. That's why it looks like it.
It was a while ago. Somebody called the show.
6 months ago, wasn't it?
No, well, there was one time he called not that long ago, and he dropped the N-bomb, and I had to get rid of him because of that. But he called. He said something about Stephanie. Here it is. Like, here's a clip of it right here.
I remember that. Yeah.
Sound depressed, but how are you?
Yeah. Hey, you know who Nightbot is?
Nightbot is like a program that's a mod.
It's not a program. Stephanie McMahon. And Stephanie McMahon is a man, and he's got a purple penis. Did you know that, boy?
No, but I do now.
I'm telling you, you are fucked, and they are fucked, and you are all being dragged to hell, sonny boy. So you get ready for that. You got it, punk?
Wait, does she really have a purple penis? How did you find out about this?
Yeah, I have pictures of Stephanie Shawn McMahon's purple dick, and it's sickening.
That's gross.
The fuck?
And she calls me every fucking day and bothers the fuck out of me because she's an idiot and she's the devil. And Vince McMahon is the devil, and that's why all these wrestlers die. And I am taking them back to hell, and I'm never letting them out again.
Yeah,
you got that?
Listen, you got to do what you got to do.
You think this is all this shit is just happening because it's happening? You think Trump is this and everything? This is a showdown. You're being judged. You are all being judged, and you get to God. You have to go through the devil.
Are you the Vegas? Are you the Vegas shooter?
I'm just letting you know this, Joe, because you need to know. But you already know all these things, Joe, don't you?
I think so. I mean, the purple cock thing, I definitely knew about that one. That's the one that I know.
In fact, I'm pretty sure you're one of the voices that have called my house a few times, aren't you, Joe?
No, I don't even know who you are.
Yes, you are.
Who are
you?
you?
Yes, you are, Joe. You hang out with Stephanie, don't you?
Wow.
I wish I
Yes,
did. I would like to be in WWE, but she won't hang out with me. No, she won't hang out with me. I wish she would.
You mean he won't hang out with you?
That's right. It, right? Because, I mean, really, she could be Nephilim, to be honest.
Well, it doesn't matter. You know, I've given the motherfucker so many chances that it's ridiculous, and I'm sick of it. And the show is over. And I'm going to tell you something else about the WWE.
Yeah.
It's a fucking drug mule. All the drugs that go to everywhere, every place in the fucking world are brought to you by the McMahon family. Every death and despair and sex and slave trade is brought to you by the McMahon family. Everything that is bad in the world today is brought to you by the McMahon family, and you fucking work for them, boy. You are going right to hell with them.
All right, well.
Goodbye.
I'm going to hell, bro.
Fucker.
Oh, my God. What the fuck? Hey, somebody send that call to the FBI.
Yeah, so that guy was on to something. I don't know if it was really any. I think the only thing he was on to is that he needs to be on a list. What's that, AJ?
Hey, I sent you something on Twitter about 3 days ago. You need to look at it.
Well, then that guy called back again. He dropped the N-bomb like 7 times, and I was like, all right, well, he got rid of him. But yeah,
I do remember that.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But I
sent you a video. It's ridiculous.
Let's see, AJ. Where are you? You ugly mug. Is it this one?
The guy in the stuffed suit.
The guy with the dick in front of all the.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I can show that. That is weird though.
You just said dick, and I'm just like, I don't want to see it already.
Well,
yeah,
all right.
He's in a lion costume, but he's got it on backwards with the little tail.
He put the lion costume on backwards, and he's got this large tail, and he's dancing with kids, and it's just so bizarre, dude. The kids are like, "What's that?" Oh my god, dude, this is so weird, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god!
No, you gotta show it. You gotta show it.
Oh
It's
my
hilarious.
god, dude! What am I looking at?
I doubt it.
Show it. You gotta show it. It's hilarious.
I swear to God, I don't know if I can. No, it's
Yeah,
a
you
tail.
can show it. Twitter showed it. Why not?
It's a tail, and he's got the tail on backwards, and he's like, "Ooh," and all the kids are like, "Oh," and he's like, but he probably doesn't even realize it because he's got the big hat on.
He realized it, you little sick bastard. He knew what he was doing.
Oh my god, dude, what is he doing? You want some of this? She tries to rip his mask off. She's like, I'm gonna take your fucking mask off, you pedo. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck am I
Stranger danger.
No, that girl's like laughing. She put her ass.
She tried to get in the way, like, oh no, you put the thing on backwards.
Work on him.
That's the tail. The
What does the fox
the
say?
tail's on backwards. What does my cock say?
What is wrong with people today?
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. That was
I seen that.
They got touched when they were younger. That's what happened.
I showed my daughter. He goes, "You got to send it to him. It's hilarious." I said, "All right, I'm gonna do it."
Hey, Joe.
Oh my god.
Hey, come here for a minute. Come here. What are you doing?
Your daughter sent you that?
He's
That's
doing
fucking
something.
weird.
Well, my son's awake, and he's down here to tell me that he's awake.
Are you gonna show him that video?
You want to see? You want to see a video, buddy, with a dog with a tail in the front? Oh, come here.
Oh no, you can't do that, Joe.
Okay? What happened?
Come here, Finn. Come on.
Your eyes.
He's gonna
are
look at him. What a sick bastard that
Poor
guy
guy.
is.
What's the matter, guy? What happened? So you have a bad dream?
Hey, watch your language.
Did you have a bad dream?
Watch your language.
Yeah, you have a bad dream. Want to say hi to Garguts?
He is fucking getting old.
Man.
Damn,
Oh
dude.
man.
Look, it's a drunk Mexican. You ever seen him?
Language.
We gotta go back to bed. All right. Hey, that's Garguts? Want to say hi to Garguts?
Aw, hey Finn.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
Garguts.
Finn.
Yeah, he's
You were getting
Yeah,
big, buddy.
You want to say hi to Garguts?
yeah,
Say hi.
yeah. Gargoyle is illegal. Look at him.
Really
Say in the
big,
mic right
brother.
here.
Hi, Garguts.
Hello.
Hi, Garguts. Hey, Garguts.
Hello, buddy.
Is that a funny name, Garguts? Yeah. So you had a bad dream and woke up? Is that what happened? Oh, all right. Give me a big hug.
Come on.
I'll come tuck you in. Little guy wakes up in the middle of the show. Are you tired? We took you back in.
Yeah, he had a dream my dog gets cutting his grass again. Anyway.
Oh man, you want Gargus to cut the lawn?
Yes, I'll cut your lawn.
Gargus,
Joe.
yeah, he'll cut our lawn for us.
Yeah, I'll do it for like at least $20 and a case of beer and maybe a steak.
Heisman Defoe says that you have hook hair, Finn. You got hook hair? You know who Hook is?
Finnhausen.
See Hook? Check it out. I'll show you Hook.
Finnhausen.
You know what, Finn? Guess what? You don't have school tomorrow. No more school. Today was the last day, so you know what? I'm letting you stay here with me for a minute. Because you don't have any school tomorrow.
Hooray!
No school tomorrow.
Summertime.
Party time. Check out Hook. This is Hook right here. You think you got Hook hair?
Oh, Finn got big. Look at you, man.
He's 6 now. Want to see Hook's hair?
Crazy.
You got Hook hair?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's Hook. Send Hook.
How is everybody
Head Finn.
single? How is every single person? But every single boy who goes to the wrestle is buff. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, because they gotta work out.
Oh.
They gotta work out, bro.
Yeah,
They gotta get big. You gonna get big and buff?
When you take those bumps on the ring, you have to get that buff.
Yeah.
So you can take those
You
bumps all day.
go in there skinny.
Yeah, you can't just go in there skinny. You get beat up, right?
Well, I mean, Orange Cassidy.
All right. Orange
He's got
Cassidy.
he's got no meat on him, but he still can do it. And
Adam
look at
Cole looks
Darby
interesting.
Allin.
Shoot, Finn's
He's
got
out
more
there.
muscles than him at this point.
I'm gonna head upstairs and I'll come up in a minute. All right, head upstairs and I'll come up. Say bye. Look at the camera's up there. You can say bye, camera.
Bye, Finn.
See the
And
allergies?
you be safe.
This poor-
Adios.
See his
Sweet
allergies?
dreams.
See his eyes? Those are his allergies, the poor
Yeah,
guy.
dude.
See, that's it?
Man, I know that.
You got lots of allergies, huh, buddy? Is that woke up? You do have the Hook hair.
Does he get a tattoo on his
All right, buddy.
on his right arm or head?
No. Oh, maybe he does. Did you get a tattoo at school? Let me see. You get a tattoo?
Schoolyard tattoos.
Oh, your poor
Looks like
eyes.
marker.
Are,
He's
oh,
gonna
you-
get all the
you-
girls.
You
man.
wrote,
Look at that.
yeah, you wrote marker there. All right, give me a fist bump. I'll be up in a minute, okay?
Like Petunia.
All right, go lay down and I'll be up and I'll come tuck you in. We'll put on something.
Hey Joe, would it be fine if he looked at you and goes, is that Mexican on drugs?
Oh
man?"
my God! Yeah, imagine if he said that. My daughter says the things that are like sort of weirdly inappropriate that you're like, oh no, don't say that.
It's funny you said that.
Dude.
It's funny you said
Dude,
that.
when she starts her own podcast,
doesn't-
bro, it is over.
It's funny that you said that she doesn't pay attention in school, but she still gets straight A's because that's exactly how I was. I didn't pay attention at school at all. I didn't give a shit. I was just like, whatever. This shit is not challenging.
Finn,
And yeah, that's
unfortunately,
that's how it
Finn is like he needs a lot of help. Like he's having problems. Like he's behind in like everything.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
no, he's
alright.
just having a lot of things. So like we have to really help him over the summer with a lot of things. But yeah, it's weird because Gavin might make honor roll, which is crazy. I never made honor roll once ever, obviously. Gavin might make honor roll. My daughter will probably do that because she doesn't pay attention and does great. But Finn, is like, kind of a little bit behind with everything. He's the baby for sure. No doubt about it. But
Well, let me ask you this: does his brother and sister ever like kind of help him out on some work if he ever asks?
I mean, he's only in kindergarten, but I mean, they help him. They try to help him. But he gets distracted easily. He actually reminds me of me. It kind of makes me sad because they're like, "Hey, Finn, let me show you how if you do this plus the," and he's like, "I don't want to do that." Like, and he gets angry. Like he doesn't want to. So, but he made a lot of progress this year. So I was looking at his drawings the other day from the beginning of the year to the end. So like where all the other kids started with their drawings, he kind of like ended the year that way. So his drawings look like their drawings from the beginning, but his drawings at the beginning didn't look right at all, but now they look right. So it's like he did learn a whole bunch of stuff. So, but yeah, he's a quieter guy, and he's definitely he's just they're all different. Every kid is different, man. It's crazy.
I'd say slow learner, but he's gonna find that niche where he's gonna be like, hey.
Oh yeah, no. Once he finds the thing that he loves, he's just gonna conquer it, and he's just gonna own it, bro.
He's like, dude, he's like Leah's dad. He's like my wife's dad. So like, he's gonna be like, dude, I think this kid's gonna be like an engineer, carpenter, or something, or he's gonna be like somebody who. But no, Finn's the type of guy who like runs into the goddamn ocean with a surfboard. You know, like he'll just be like, hey man, we can't go out there today because the whatever. And Finn would be like, who cares? Let's go! Like I'm going in. He's like, no, the deadly jellyfish are there.
What are you talking about?
Dude, he's crazy. You'll be like, Finn, don't do this. He'll be like, I don't care, and he'll just run in. He's Leroy Jenkins, bro, or whatever. It's weird.
Leroy.
It's exactly what it is. Holy shit, Mikkel's here. Paul 3's here. Bong 3 is here.
Alive. He's alive.
Wow. If you look up granola liberal, you come up right in the dictionary.
Fuck you, dude. I've had like 7 different looks on this show, I swear to God.
Yeah, well what's the one now? Homeless Weird Al?
Weed Jesus.
It's like the Eric Clapton look.
Dude.
I still have the white t-shirt on, bro. I still have the white shirt on.
Like Seattle wants their fucking loser. I mean,
what a
dickhead. Looks like a hippie Jesus.
I don't know, bro. I had to mute that. I couldn't even say that on
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Joe, you're just jealous of me, you fucking pin-headed, pumpkin-headed motherfucking piece of shit.
Somewhere
You probably look like God Dustin's lost brother.
That's one
Lost
less
white brother.
somewhere LA is missing a pedophile.
I don't mark Hispanic down on my shit. I mark white, so fuck that. Come on.
Well, you ought to mark fake Jesus on there.
Well, I mean, you're
What do
black
you
and a
mark, you
Catholic.
half-breed fuck? What do you mark? What do you mark?
What do you
I wear
are?
black men.
Huh?
That's what I mark on there. I wear
Half-breed.
You
black
dirty
on there.
looking son of a bitch. What? I don't understand you. Who are you? You have no identity.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny, Paul?
I'm Jesus.
Paul, you
Why
look
you talking over there?
Paul, you look like every black man's nightmare.
Hey, he's blind as a bat. Look at that.
School pedo. You damn right.
The white guy
so
pedo.
high, he looks blind as a bat.
Well, you got the worst of both fucking worlds, AJ. You're white and black. So you're a pedo and a fucking piece of shit. Fucking.
So you're saying? Are you saying AJ Adams has no dad and hates himself?
I'm saying AJ Adams probably burned down his local Wendy's and looted his local fucking dollar store too.
Hey Joe, you know this guy probably slept with his sister and his mother at the same time. But anyway,
holy shit! I'm sure your white whore mother had her fucking way around town too.
I bet you snort all kinds of cocaine in your little trailer
You
park
got
you
a
live
white
in.
mom, so you know she was sucking cock all over the neighborhood. You know
Did
that
you
white
burn down
mother.
the trailer park when you was little?
Nah, she was sucking tube steak, motherfucker, everywhere. Radiator hose.
Yeah, your mother was fucking horses in the zoo.
That radiator hose, dude. That purple-headed fucking beast.
Your
You know
mother
you're dead.
decoding horses at the zoo. That's
That
what
was
she
your
worked
mother.
at.
That was your
You
whole
little
mother.
Texas boy.
God, from
What do you want me to
wrestling
say?
to literally pimping ain't easy.
Well, this is what happens when you do 3 hours of wrestling. It ends with fucking.
Hey, Joe, I bet you what,
AJ's mom was some fat bitch who liked the Temptations 20 years ago, so she decided to suck some
run.
And then she had this motherfucking bastard. That's what happened.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what happened.
What happened? It started
motherfucking damn horse and pop
Shut
that
up,
shit
you
again.
abomination, you evil fucking son of a bitch.
The only reason AJ Adams' mother had sex with a father is because she was told it comes with a welfare
You
check.
just looking piece of shit, you. I bet you live in a damn cabin somewhere up in the woods. You fuck bears and
Fuck all your
you
uncles
fuck bears,
too.
goats,
I bet you
chickens,
fuck all
horses.
your uncles too. I
You
bet
fuck
you
your
got
mother,
sex
slept with your
stories.
sister, and your dad's your
yeah,
uncle.
Disgusting. You fucking whore. You
Ding
got the
ding.
worst of it. You got the worst of it.
All right. Well, it's
Get
weird.
you related to Mikhail Buffy or retarded.
You graduated high school, you fucking loser. You're the biggest loser out of everybody.
I bet you didn't graduate from high school, you elementary
Your
school
mother-
worker.
That popcorn so bad.
Your mother and your dead father couldn't even motivate you to finish high school. You were such a goddamn loser.
Yeah, your mother was your sister, and your brother was your damn uncle.
Dude, how many times? At least my mother was sucking small white cock. Your mother was sucking.
Oh my God.
Everybody she knew for cocaine.
Your mother was sucking huge cock, motherfucker.
AJ Adams' father is such a rapist that he even got Mikkel's mom pregnant.
Oh man!
How would have brought that?
Gargant's just go right out of his chair.
Could you imagine a black retarded piece of shit who can't talk? Oh my god!
AJ Adams is so mixed that when the cops pulled him over, they didn't know whether to shoot him or give him a warning ticket. I can't get it out. I can't get it out. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh,
at any rate, Joe.
All right, we better wrap this. This is going solid. We're going to be investigating.
Nowhere.
All right. Well,
I was listening to the show, but Mustafa, you keep saying at any rate. If you say that one more fucking time, I'm going to shoot my goddamn self.
Go ahead, brother. Save me the grief.
There's one more less dead white crackhead on the streets.
Yeah, he got probably gunned down his whole family while he was drinking the other day.
All of you rape me. Every single one of you rape me.
Well, listen, all I can say is bring this.
You bred two future crackheads.
Please
yourself,
bring
Joe.
this energy.
Legacy.
Bring this energy to monetize this tomorrow night. Bring this energy to monetize this tomorrow night. That's all you got to do.
Fuck you. I'm here now.
I got
You
to
better
do
bring
jail
it.
time.
You better all be here too.
Bring this energy tomorrow night. Yeah, listen to Asher.
Tell Bum Jesus to bring his ass.
Big dick energy.
Big dick fucking.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh, speaking of that, hey Joe.
Yeah.
Check your Discord DMs. I made the Christian sound bit for you.
Oh, check your DMs, Joe. Oh my god, check your DMs, Joe. Validate me. Fuck off, Jesus Christ. Let Joe do what he will. Stop trying to produce the fucking show. Jesus.
I don't know what you. What the fuck file did you send me? What is an OP3?
I made it in Audacity. Shut up.
I don't even think I can open this. It's not even open.
Well, white people.
I can try and change it to an MP3.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I can open it with Audacity. Hold on a minute. Let me try to open it. It's very weird though.
You have Audacity?
Hold on. I got donations to play too. Oh, this might be it. Yeah, it won't let me open it that way either. Yeah, you got to send a different file. You probably just
trigger them donations.
You probably just stole my bank account like you stole your grandmother's. But...
Shit bum.
Oh.
Nick Foley had another Trump hater tweet a few hours ago.
Oh God, he's upset. Well, get over it. Like, why is he why are these people obsessed with a guy who's not here anymore at all?
Instead of worrying about Trump, why don't you worry about your daughter creating an OnlyFans account? Be a good father, dude.
Dude, like, what? That's why he's doing this, though, because he's angry about her pussy being on the internet.
Wait.
Gerald Armstrong, thank you.
Noah Foley started OnlyFans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you been?
I'm subbing right now.
Non-nude.
Nah, it's non-nude, though, yeah.
God only knows that she's going to make a video with that clown boyfriend of hers.
Already seen the artist start OnlyFans, too.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. I've been waiting years for this.
This show...
Shit bum.
Whoa.
Tanahashi versus Dwayne Johnson. The Rock versus The Walk.
Oh, Mr. Pico, that'd be great.
We'll have it on pay-per-view in Hawaii.
By the way, his mom's gay. Listen, by the way, tomorrow tonight's show will be up on Patreon for audio download. If anybody wants to listen and it is easier in audio, this will be converted to audio on Patreon, and maybe I'll also go up on iTunes as well. So on Joe Cronin Show on iTunes. So just so you know. Chris Benoit.
Roman Reigns' beard and winners is on point.
Roman Reigns' beard and, on point. Chris Benoit, no doubt about it. Chris Benoit, why don't you stay away from his daughter, okay? How about that?
Boring, too many midgets, no charisma, no stories.
AEW boring, too many midgets, says Chris Benoit. Well, I mean, just picture them all being kids and go take them out. You know?
Take it about the McDonald's. That happened to me.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money.
Oh my God!
And to fund
the donations are still coming in. Evo General with $12. I gotta fix these donos.
My godly
smoke that
ass.
Urban knowledge.
JCS Army. You raised a piece of shit. Donate to me. You raised a piece of shit. You are complete fucking scum hypocrites. This is
Acknowledge
the shit
me.
that Donald
I
Trump
felt that
elected.
fool.
I'm a fucking idiot.
You raised a piece of shit.
Damn, he's going in.
$12 from Evo General.
Oh my god.
Realistically, when and how do you guys think Omega comes back? Love you, Joe.
I just
Scissor
hope.
me.
Oh,
Baby.
I'll scissor you, Evo General. Scissor me. We're gonna make a donation for this. Yo, Evo General. I think he's got to come back as a fucking goddamn heel with what's his face.
I swear he's gonna come back as a babyface because they're gonna want to do that whole Bullet Club versus Bullet Club thing or whatever.
Omega, dude, no, yeah, dude, that.
Who's the guy? Who's the mouthpiece that he has? I forget. I can't think of his name.
Don Cal.
Donald Trump.
Don Callis?
Don Callis, yes, Mikkel, yes. Thank you. Oh wait.
Yeah, but that was at what was that at? Which pay-per-view?
Formerly known as the Jackal.
Does he really own fucking Impact?
Who the hell is this?
What?
What is that?
Oh no!
Oh, what is that?
What is that?
2010's
It looks like an abomination.
Oh my god! That looks like somebody I used to know. That looks like somebody I used to know.
Santos' mother.
That's Colonel Santos' mother. Everybody.
Hanging in the tree, taking shits. When he
This
throws out of her
this
ass.
is what Mikkel's mom looks
Joe.
like when she finds out she has AIDS in her pussy.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, Mikkel. I'm kidding.
That's what she did when she saw
Joe, I
Mikkel
sent
pop out
the
of her ass.
MP3.
Is that like the toy in the Happy Meal
fix for
that
you
you
this
throw
time.
away immediately?
That shit was fucking.
The toy in the Happy Meal you throw away. You fuck.
Hey, Mikkel, your mother looked like she died 5 years ago still?
Oh, pussy smells like it. That's for sure.
Oh no.
We finally broke Joe. Mission accomplished.
Oh, there he goes.
Congratulations, boys. We done it. Let's be done our job.
Did you kill her talking about
Jesus Christ, dude. Save that energy for the next.
I know. What are we gonna do? I'll monetize this now.
Monetize this.
bitch.
Joe's gonna need a breathing apparatus for all this laughter tomorrow.
Tommy and she's mother. She's a bitch.
This is what's gonna happen. Fucking tomorrow for AJ Adams. I know exactly what's happening. He's gonna come in. He's gonna come in here.
Bitch.
AJ Adams, you're gonna have like at least 15 good jokes, and then you're gonna pass the fuck out, and we're gonna listen the entire way, dude. I swear it happens every fucking time, bro.
You know
That
why?
is true.
I have to get up early.
That's fine. He gets some of the gold in. It's funny, and then he goes to bed. I mean, that's what he does. It's fine.
Shit bum.
Oh.
Tanahashi versus D'Lo Brown. D'Lo down versus D'Lo mine.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown versus. Oh no. And then
Y'all still talking about chopsticks?
And
I
then
don't want to see that guy.
D'Lo main broken neck. You can break Tanahashi's neck.
All free mania is running wild, brother.
Rice bowl. Rice whatever the fuck that guy is.
You're not a rice
What you gonna
bowl,
do now?
Yo, you are losing every single one of your brain cells doing that.
All I know is somebody's gonna
You
be
all have decided to take your hard-earned money. Man, these donos they're not done yet. I mean, we're not going anywhere yet. This is crazy.
To fund what I believe in.
You know what's crazy is this is Captain Solo.
Godly ass JCS Army. You raised a piece of shit. Donate to me.
You raised a piece of shit.
You raised a piece of shit.
I really want to find you and I want to take
Acknowledge me.
porcupine and jam it up your ass.
More sound.
Blow me. Blow me. Blow me.
This call sucks.
The gossip behind the scenes is more entertaining than the garbage on WWE programming.
Great point.
Vince should just let his son run the company.
That's a great point.
You raised a piece of shit.
I mean, but Vince, you raised a piece of shit. Shane, he can't even book a fucking Royal Rumble the right way. According
I
to
can't
these
believe
people.
Kevin Kelly and JR are gonna do something.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jay, you know what he can do? He can book McKellen in an
Joe
IQ
will review
match.
April 5th,
Oh.
2021 Purple Penny Guy calls again.
Oh, Alex Oli, thank you. That's the episode where he called again. Yeah, but you know what? I probably didn't blank out. I need to blank that out because he probably dropped.
Yeah, it's got to be edited because I remember watching that going, dude, you got to cut his mic off.
That was
too much.
Can we get Mikkel's? Can we get Mikkel's mom on the call, and then can you play that Christian clip when we get Mikkel's mom on? That would be epic.
Let's get no, come on.
That's too close.
You know what? Let's get Mikkel's mom on the call and do what Life did to her and rape her.
Oh, I'm out of that one. I'm out of there. I'm out of there.
That would be the second time. The first time when she did birth for Mikkel.
That's what she said. Dude, I just
Mikkel, did your mother sell you again?
That's fine. I'm sorry,
Mikkel.
Michael, when I said JR and fucking Kevin Kelly are gonna do something, what did you say? You go, what?
Yeah, they're gonna be in New Japan, Mikkel. No, Forbidden Door, right? Or New Japan.
And Mikkel got a haircut.
I'm so fucking excited for that shit, dude. That's gonna
Did
be
you sell your food
fucking
stamps?
ass, man. Woo! Kevin Kelly and JR? Hell yeah, that's one of my favorite fucking duels right there.
Oh, wait, he did sell food stamps to get a haircut? Okay.
I like how you're for Forbidden Door, but like viewership dropped 200,000 after like all this Forbidden Door shit. But yet,
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna a bunch of egg noodles rolling through the door. That's why.
It's too fucking it's too much, man. Like they're literally throwing it in your
Who
face.
wants to see guys with nunchucks?
Forbidden Door, Forbidden Door, Forbidden. I'm like,
There's
the
no
Forbidden
bunch of
Door.
guys with nunchucks.
It's all built to the event. There's no build to these people who they're bringing in. Okay, Will Ospreay. There's a lot of us who know who it is, but there's plenty of people watching AEW who has no fucking clue who Will Ospreay is. So why don't they do a little bit of more of a build or a backstory?
That's what a lot of people have been saying. That's what a lot of people have been saying. Put up packages to introduce people.
So I would say this. If you're a wrestling fan, of course you're gonna fucking know who he is. But if you're not, you're gonna have to become more of a wrestling fan.
But that's why WWE is professional at what they do. When they
trying to
create
throw stuff at
Yeah,
you,
but-
like
for instance,
you're gonna have
like
to
my
go back and fucking do some history and be like, well, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Let me go back into YouTube. Let me fucking blah, blah, blah,
that
real
doesn't
quick.
work like that. Listen, my dad is 63
I
or
feel
whatever.
like that's how they're doing it now. But
My dad watches AEW. Okay, he's 63, but he doesn't follow anything on social media. Like he had to ask me what's going on with Jeff Hardy, so he doesn't know Will Ospreay. AEW needs to do a better job at explaining who the fuck these new guys are coming in.
Okay, no. Okay, so
Paul,
like I understand where you're coming from, but I'm saying that.
Shut the fuck up, you idiot!
Oh no!
Ah, no, here we go. Back off, everybody. Hard fight.
Hold on. I'm trying to say that,
Okay,
Paul. I understand
what's
where
he
you're coming
trying to
from.
say?
I really do understand where you're coming from, and it sucks because there's no budget there. There's no handshakes. There's nothing. It's like you can't show their footage where they come from, who they are, and stuff like that.
I mean,
It's just
technically
like-
you can because they show their own hard footage, and that was from NJPW.
I mean, they might have had to pay for that, but
Dude, Tony
in order
Khan
for them
buys the
to
rights. He buys the rights to music. He can buy the rights or somehow get some footage, some indie event.
You're right.
anything.
You're right.
Come
You're right.
on.
on that. They could buy. They
You know
could buy
what
some stuff.
Tanahashi
You're
should
right.
come out?
But I feel
You know
like
Tanahashi's music?
what's that?
He should come out the Kung Fu fighting.
Oh,
You
idiot.
I feel like dude, like
I'm
coming
sorry.
from what you're saying
I had
like
to say it.
it's so like oh my god now I just
Listen, I
forgot
was
what
in
I'm saying.
attendance. I was in attendance in Pittsburgh the night they announced Forbidden Door, and even myself, I'm not a big like New Japan fan, Japanese wrestling in general, and it was like a popcorn fart. People were like, "Oh, okay." Tony Khan was out there. He shook hands with the fucking president. Or whatever. Nobody gave a shit. That's why they're dropping viewership. Nobody gave a shit. There's no build on any of this fucking bull. It's all
Okay, that's
build
what I'm
towards
saying.
the
So
event.
I feel like
That's it. It's all about the event.
I feel like that they're trying to build saying, hey, you like our wrestling, well, check out this wrestler that you probably don't know much about and people will know much about.
I don't
So
know any
like
of these
you go and check
Rice-A-Roni
out their
brands. I
shit.
just
So
don't. I'm telling you.
it's kind of like going back and forth, like saying, if you're a really hardcore wrestling fan, you'll know these people, and a lot of hardcore wrestling fans will hype up the people that don't know the wrestler. They're like, well, who's this guy? And why are they hyping it
Who's
up?
this guy?
There's a huge segment of fans that aren't doing that. Like JR doesn't even know the goddamn fucking people, let alone.
A lot of the moments, you're right. Because a lot of the moments, it's always like, oh, it's him. He's here.
Yeah, JR said, look, the little yellow man.
It's like, what is his name? Who is this guy? It's him.
It's him, the little yellow man. Watch out.
Yeah, he really is a shooter, Brian. You're right. Paul does have that vibe. You know there was a mouse in my roof of my car today?
What?
Yeah, so I pulled up today in the parking lot, and all of a sudden I heard this. I heard... And I'm like going like, what the fuck is that? And I thought there was a bee inside the car or something. And I looked up, and there's a goddamn noise coming from the car. And I go, there's something in the fucking roof. And bro, it was a fucking. I don't actually know what it is, but it had to have been a mouse. So, and I've been seeing them outside. I couldn't get to it because it was in the fucking roof.
You know what's going on, Joe?
What's that?
Mexicans moved into your neighborhood.
Oh, god damn it! Mexicans are moving into the neighborhood.
Hey guys, I'm going to bed for the night.
Good night, brother.
Pussy, you fucking pussy.
Wow.
Shut up. I'm tired.
No, dude. We literally just got my sleep schedule. We were supposed to end the show, and then everybody showed up here to hang out. I guess I don't know. I mean, you guys are crazy. Listen to this,
for real though. I gotta say, as a viewer of this shit, good job to Mustafa, Joe, and I think Asher. Good job, you guys. Carried the fucking load, brought back out of nowhere with a fucking bang. So good job, dude.
I do.
But it's all good.
Mustafa,
man. Yeah, he did it. I'm telling you, man.
Guys.
Good night, man.
Getting higher.
Listen to this. This is the mouse. I think Mustafa really was huge tonight, like helping the show make sure this happened.
You guys did a great job.
No, that's what she said.
Listen to this.
Fuck.
Listen to this. Really quiet. Hear that noise? That's not the camera.
Shut the fuck up.
That's not the camera. That's the fucking thing. Something in the roof. Listen. Hear that?
The hell?
That's the thing in the roof.
I know what that is, Joe. You know what it is?
What?
That's Curtis Santos' family running on your roof.
Oh my god. Yeah, so there's a goddamn mouse in the roof of the car. So my theory is that it was in the engine somewhere, and when I drove the car, it freaked out and tried to crawl up inside the frame somewhere. I don't know. But no, I don't see any mice in the house because the two cats would eat the fucking thing. But the cats are staring out the basement window all morning, and it's the fucking mice running around. And here's why. Because in my driveway, I have a stone wall on the left side, and there's leaves piled up in the corners, and all this shit piled up there because I haven't been able to junk remove it yet. But we're literally going to do it this week, get all the junk out of here. So I bet you a bunch of fucking mice are living under there, and then one of them got in the car. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's schizophrenic, dude. That's some schizophrenic shit, man. I don't know. I'm concerned. Joe, you're going to start like tearing apart like little like heaters and air conditioners and saying there's like cameras in them and shit. You're crazy, man.
No, I'm telling you, man. Like,
there's mice in my roof. There's mice. Can you hear it? Can you hear the mice in my room? You're nuts, bro.
In my car. They're not in my room. If they were in my room, my cat would eat the fuck out of them.
Start scratching on them.
They were sent by Disney.
What?
And rats and roaches in the house.
Yeah, they were sent by the to get me. No, I'm not sorry.
Hey, Joe,
The juice, like O.J. Simpson, they called him the juice all the time.
Oh, the juice.
Dude. Yeah, the juice.
You don't have a weight machine by any chance, right, Joe? I hope you don't have a weight machine because if you lose your shit like Chris Benoit, I'm gonna be.
No, but I do have the dumbbells, like the big ass ones. So like, I mean, even my arms. Yeah, so like, I mean, I could drop that on Leah's throat or something, you know.
But just make sure you say your prayers and take your vitamins.
Chris
That'll kill them all for sure.
Judgment Day should have finished of Liv Morgan. There was still a lot of meat left of the bones.
Yeah.
And I would have been ready to fest all night long, Daddy.
They sucked Liv Morgan's tits. You better be ready for monetize this tomorrow night. My birthday's next week, too. Get me a hooker.
Jake Paul will beat Roman Reigns' shoot fight.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know about that's a toss-up.
Bro, wait, hold
Hey,
on.
Joe, can you now Tanahashi coming out of Ryback?
What about Ryback?
I was thinking that's Tanahashi coming out of Ryback.
Lincoln Park
and the
Best
Ryback boy.
Friend, I love you, Chester Bennington.
Chris Benoit, thank you, man. He also killed, allegedly Ryback. So
we celebrating tomorrow or next week?
Wow, Nesson's like, nobody beat the Celtics but the Celtics.
The next big thing Gil Larrittson is coming on Live.
The next big thing. Oh, my God. We got to watch that.
Did you hear what JR said when Tanahashi came out?
Gil Larrittson will go all night long on page C.
Oh, I hope so, Chris Benoit. Oh, yeah, he said, look up.
Age? Oh, my
God. No, he said, go ahead, Joe. Say, look at the little yellow man.
Oh, no. He said, where are his eyes?
Gil
oh, my God.
Black on fucking yellow crime here.
Black on yellow crime. Chris Benoit, thank you. I thought he said, look at the guy with no eyes. That's what I thought.
Oh, he said, look at the yellow guy. Look at the yellow
Shit
guy.
Bum.
Paul is bipolar and yells like he belongs in a special home.
Oh, James Mesner going after Paul.
I'll come to your home, James. They'll be my special home. You and your mother.
Yeah, oh my God! Some girl on Facebook just posted,
Exactly.
"I have baby rats. Come get them." And I want to be like, "Yeah, I've got those in my driveway. I run them over." James
Give me some
Mesner, thank you.
cheese.
Yeah, I got to figure it out tomorrow, man. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleaning.
That's what I said too when Constantine Cameron was in the tree and I was shooting at him. I got no rats in the tree up there.
God damn it, AJ, shut up. Joe, are we celebrating tomorrow or not?
Celebrating what?
Next week. Your birthday.
My birthday's next week. It's the 28th of June on the Tuesday.
Oh, look at them goddamn drugs
we got
again.
a week. We got a week. All right, so AJ Adams, you buy him the blow up doll. I'll buy him the fucking penis pump.
Gil Larrittson loves kill
Give
switch
me the blow
engage.
dog that you got.
Jesus, Chris Benoit. Oh my God, kill switch
You want
engage.
beer and cum all over it.
I want to eat Kamala. I want to eat Kamala's family's private parts.
No.
Gil Larrittson and Cora Jade got married.
Oh my
Congrats.
God.
Oh,
Did that
man.
really?
You raised a piece of shit.
Whatever you need, ever you got, I'm coming back again.
Okay.
Oh.
Gil Larrittson would mop the floor with the midget.
Oh.
You raised a piece of shit.
Benoit is on fire right now.
Benoit is going crazy. Honestly, we might have to put him in our Hall of Fame because this is
From the
unbelievable.
grave.
Oh, Danny MT.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. So you guys
NASCAR.
want to go watch some NASCAR, dude? You guys, holy fuck, they crashed. Oh my God, Tommy, come in here. The fucking wicked. Oh my
Shit
God,
bomb.
the Coors Light car's
If
on
you're not
fire.
watching NJPW, you're not a wrestling fan.
James Mesner donated and said, if you're not watching New Japan, then you're not a wrestling fan.
You know how they made.
I don't like chopstick people. I'm sorry.
You know how they made the logo or the whole thing for NASCAR? They go, "Hey, brah, you got a knife."
Oh my God, reframe that.
What a fucking
Dude,
asshole.
just
You know what, guys? I got a funny joke. You know when they go...
Joe, I am
oh my
sending you
God.
that right now.
Hey, guys, I got to tell you. The other day I was walking down the drive. Dude, that's what just happened to you, Garguts. That's what happened to you. You're fucking shit,
Chris
bro.
Benoit looks like Chucky.
Chris Benoit looks like Chucky, Chris Benoit says. That's so weird. It's like a paradox right there. The fuck is going on, bro?
That's the best
Shit
part
bomb.
ever.
Jeff Jarrett got hired back to WWE around the same time.
That's true.
I think Jeff may have some dirt on Vince.
That is true, man. That's weird. Jeff Jarrett's coming back, and you know his dad. I'm sure you know whatever. What's his name? Not Jeff Jarrett. What's Jeff's dad's name? I forget.
Jerry Jarrett.
Jerry Jarrett. There you go. John Cream. Thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Garguts, did you want to see what you look
Oh,
like?
how many slaves you got? Anyway.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett has slaves, no doubt. Kamala's family. Watch this.
I'm coming back
That's
again.
slaves.
Watch how ridiculous you look in a second.
Gil Larrittson would mop the floor with the midget.
Oh,
You raised a piece of shit.
here it comes.
Benoit is on fire right now.
Benoit is going crazy. Honestly, we might have to put him in our Hall of Fame because this is
From the
unbelievable.
grave.
From the feet or something?
Oh, Danny MT.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. You guys want to go watch some NASCAR, dude? You guys, holy fuck, they crashed. Oh my God, Tommy, come in here. The fucking wicked. Oh my God, the Coors Light car's on fire.
If you're not watching NJPW, you're not a wrestling fan.
James Mesner donated and said, if you're not watching New Japan, then you're not a wrestling fan.
You know how they made.
I don't like chopstick people. I'm sorry.
You know how they made the logo or the whole thing for NASCAR? They go, "Hey, brah, you got a knot."
Oh my God! Please frame that.
Oh my God! Dude, I couldn't believe that.
You're the funniest gimmick we have on tonight. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, Joe, you know how when they go down and they tell them that, hey, I want like
Yo, Joe,
so
I
weird.
sent you the still shot on Facebook Messenger of it.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Dog, that's what you look like? You stuck with cocaine in your arm.
Oh my God, dude! Johnny B sent me a still frame too. A lot of people sent this to me. I actually took
That's
a screenshot.
gonna be the new meme.
Tears, dude. I don't know if I'm really high, but I'm in tears right now.
I'm gonna put
it.
I'm putting a dick where that microphone is. No doubt about that. Penis is going right there.
You think that you're the first person to done that?
No, but I'll be the best one to do it. That's unbelievable.
I knew you like black. I knew you like black dicks.
Hey, just make sure it's Peter North or like Ron Jeremy.
Peter North.
Which by the way, why is Ron Jeremy getting fucking goddamn shunned now?
Because he did something to women or something. He went to jail, I think, for that.
Yeah, he's a porn star.
Yeah,
what do
he
you think?
molested women or something. They're saying.
He assaulted like 40 women, Gorguts. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
One of those women was Mikhail's mother, but anyway.
You know what's crazy is the last Out of Nowhere made $500 too, by the way, and we're like this one's actually we're getting there. It's kind of crazy. The last Out of Nowhere.
Yeah, your mother
welcome, brother.
I'm glad Out of Nowhere came back.
So Rostafia wants a paycheck now.
All right, he's like $60, bro.
Oh no, I watched the last Out of Nowhere, and it was kind of sad because me and Jake were doing our thing and got 5,000 views. It made a lot of money. It did well. We had subs, but yeah, it's crazy that I didn't do it for 7 months. I mean,
I didn't even realize you didn't do it for 7 months.
This got more views than the Raw review. It's fucking crazy.
DeMarco is like injured or
After
something.
Raw, that's why.
You know what? Yeah, next week I'll put a teaser out. Like Jake DeMarco is here, but then I'll just put a picture of him up, and then I'll be like, "Hey guys, it's me."
Yep.
No. You got to show that video when he's doing the weather report, breaking news, and he's out there. And he's got these cat ears on. And he's like, "We're fucked. We're screwed." And he just looks very angry in the camera.
Oh my God, that's funny. Oh shit! The Rock bought Tamina a house.
No. He bought his mom a house.
Oh, I thought it said Tamina.
Really?
He bought his mom a house.
Somebody wrote Tamina, like Tamina Snuka, like what?
Why would he buy an Otten-Dyke a house?
Why would? Oh my God, dude! What the fuck? Why would he buy the daughter of a murderer a house? No, but this.
Fucking Otten-Dyke.
Oh my God!
All she gets to do is now like I don't know, suck dick for.
I like Tamina.
She get. Well, honestly, how is WWE?
I think Tamina's nice. Like, why would it be?
Oh yeah, but how is WWE paying her if she's not even on a
Paying her
goddamn
in
match?
goats and
Well, if they can
chickens,
pay
what
off
do
her
you think?
father, then definitely pay off Tamina.
No, she's getting paid in goats and chickens. What do you expect?
Goats
Oh
and
my
chickens.
God,
That is
she's
the
gonna
most
be
random
basically-
thing that ever came out of your mouth tonight.
But she's not in any matches. She's not in anything. So
No.
how the fuck is she? Paying
She
for
just
the
does all
lights,
that
the
comedy
water?
stuff.
Goats and chickens, you jerk off. What do you think?
Well, that's probably what it was. She probably was gonna buy a house with her. She didn't have a lot of money, but she was thinking about buying a house. But the market went crazy, and then The Rock was like, "Oh, The Rock's get you a house."
Hey, The Rock, buy your house with goats and chickens, you fat bitch. Here you go. You stupid bitch, you can't wrestle.
No, wait a
Be
minute.
ashamed to the family, you
Tamina's-
damn dyke.
Oh God, stop saying
You
that.
can't even eat pussy right, you fucking bitch.
You know what though? The Rock
doesn't want your ass to my house again, bitch.
Doesn't Tamina isn't related to The Rock though? Is she? She's not related to him.
Yeah. Yes, she is. She's a cousin or something. Yeah.
Really?
She's a cousin. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She's
you're
your
right.
lost cousin. That spike back bitch could fit in my.
Oh.
Anyway.
And then I heard that
Look at this.
fucking.
Oh, smack it down on that.
Oh, he's cousins. He just said cousin.
There's a video.
Welcome to your new home.
I can't. It looks like a little apartment house.
Yeah, I can't tell. I want to see the inside. Give me the tour.
So did they walk up the whole driveway like with his hand on her face?
You know what it is? It's a retirement home.
I'd be like,
That's a small ass house.
Yeah, it's a retirement home. What do you think?
Could have bought her a bigger house, Rock. Come on, bro.
You bought her a retirement village.
Here you go,
it's
baby.
A little apartment. Little apartment.
I love that. I love that The Rock does this stuff. I love that The Rock does this stuff, man. He buys like his family members, good people stuff. He bought who was the other guy? He bought didn't he buy Harvey Whippleman like a truck, a brand new truck?
He gave a fan his truck.
No, yeah.
What if The Rock was just doing this
He
to
gave a fan his
install?
truck, dude. And
That's
it was
crazy.
the truck that you saw when he fucking pulled up on WWE when
Dude,
he
it's
came back. In, like,
The Rock is
20
doing all of this. Listen, The Rock is doing all of this to install secret cameras to jerk off to. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, he's jerking off to Tamina. Yeah.
Harvey
That's
Whittleman's
horrible.
truck, right there. There's a secret camera right by his dick.
Joe, play that video with
Tamina's
the
house. He's
little
just
guy
gonna
in the
jerk
suit
off.
again. They got in the suit. I got to see it again.
Yeah, I remember he gave a truck to Harvey Whippleman. Here it is, and because Harvey Whippleman isn't in wrestling anymore, I guess, and he's like working a warehouse job or something, and so The Rock shows up at his goddamn.
Probably living in a warehouse.
He couldn't afford he couldn't afford rent. So which I don't understand. If you can't afford rent, why buy him a truck? Maybe buy him maybe he needs a house. But
Here, live in the vehicle.
That's why.
you know what Harvey's probably thinking here? By the way, that's fucked up. Harvey Whippleman. Oh, Harvey Whippleman works for Minnesota Wild, it looks like. He's got a Minnesota Wild thing on. He couldn't afford his fucking rent, so The Rock buys him a truck. You know, I bet you Harvey Whippleman turned around and sold the truck for $40,000 and look the fucking
Damn
money.
straight.
Bottom of my house with it, probably shit.
Yeah, you know what? He buy a fucking trailer.
You can buy a lot of crack with that too.
Nashville.
Kills money can use them every day. That's
So
for
when I
everything.
landed in Nashville,
I bet that's how Harvey lost all his money. Is crack.
I guess what he says is, Harvey helped him out when he was a kid and didn't have any money. He helped him live with him and took care of him and stuff. So that's what
What was Harvey making back then? $5 an hour? What the fuck?
Not a lot, but I mean, I'm sure he had something. But I mean,
Well, Vince is a piece of
I
shit
will
for this
say,
one. He really
I
is.
know I sound like an ungrateful person, but like, if I was The Rock and this guy fed me for 2 years or a year or 6 months while I was wrestling back in the day, dude, I would have bought the guy a house. I would have bought the guy a whole house. I'd been like, dude, you're done for life. Like, you're just done. Like,
Yeah, but he don't give a fuck about him. He's white anyway.
well, I just think he wanted to give a truck away or something. I don't know. But still nice, really nice of The Rock. I mean, Rock's awesome.
Rock probably killed somebody and gave it to him.
No, Rock probably killed someone who's trying to get back into heaven.
Probably murdered a hooker in it.
So if Rock runs for president, do you think he'll be a Democrat? Think he'll run as a Democrat?
I really think Rock is sort of independent anyway. So if he ran as an independent, that'd be the best thing for all of us, because then we'd all vote.
That'd be
for
the best
Rock.
thing for independents, because a lot of times
Yes.
independents don't even get really that many votes on the ballot, period.
It'd be a revolution. That'd be a revolution
Yeah,
for
dude,
independence. Man.
The Rock could win as a fucking independent. He really could win as an independent.
I think he goes Republican knowing his ass.
Here's The Rock giving Haku a truck. He loves it. You know what?
Haku King spell truck.
I bet you Ford gives him free Fords to give to people.
Haku looks like he ate a truck.
Haku's mother's a truck. No, but I think we're in. We gotta play the donations. I'm sorry, Chris Benoit. Hello.
Alex Riley is better than Austin Theory next Cena.
Oh my God, all Samoans are related. Fucking Sam Clark. Jesus.
So is everybody from Kentucky?
That's like I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Oh
Why
my
do
God.
I feel bad after the load comes out?
I told you this the other day. I'm not going to answer this every day, Depends on who you put it in, too, by the way.
Everybody from Kentucky.
The Rock needs to buy me a house and weight bench.
My cat is freaking out downstairs. What is my cat doing?
Yeah, she's in heat.
Hey Joe, show Mikhail that video of that guy in the suit. See
How
if he
did
recognizes
Enzo and
him.
Bo Dallas pull Liv Morgan?
How did Enzo and Bo Dallas pull Liv Morgan? Pull her? Like pull her up?
Like suck the pussy. What do you think?
No, what it was, they're all Italian.
They have big cocks.
They all got little dicks in. What's that guy doing now?
Got the little tip head there.
Got all the little Italian dicks you can't fuck.
It's,
Oh.
By the way, Liv Morgan wasn't Liv Morgan the way y'all see her now. So she is really.
She was a whore before?
Like that. She no. Hey.
You know what about? You never heard about just about Liv Morgan? She probably tasted every kind of dick there is.
I'm gonna say who is not gonna be sexually active when you're around all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You raised a piece of shit.
What's she live in New Jersey? Yeah. Where'd she come from?
I think Jersey. I know.
Has Danny
I
MT
heard-
said a word yet?
Some nuclear waste dump that place is. But anyway.
No, he hasn't said a damn word.
Danny.
Yes, I'm sorry. What?
Wait, what? Wait. What? You asshole! Fuck you. Yeah, no, Danny MT. Finally, he's saying something. Damn.
What?
No, I was saying shit earlier, but y'all fucking hate. No,
What?
You weren't saying anything. You weren't saying shit. But that is. If your drink's still reserved, you better fucking drink it.
The drink's still reserved? What? If you drink the still reserved, you
Hey,
better eat it with
isn't
some
Danny the guy that looked like a redneck school shooter? But anyway.
Oh my God.
Hey Joe, the guy I'm gonna who's, kill who's everybody. in the chat.
What's that, Paul?
He asked Ryback that yesterday about why do I feel bad when the load comes out?
Oh, yeah,
and Ryback read it
Say his
before.
Mexicans, anyway.
And
he read it aloud before he read it, and Ryback told him basically, you know, he needs to read his life and all this shit, but it's funny.
You need to reevaluate your life. I think he actually got blocked by Ryback because he started trolling Ryback about me. So, I think I
Hey,
saw
Joe,
that.
I actually went on the show one day and trolled him. Blocked me.
Good. Go ahead. I
said,
mean,
Joe,
fuck him at this
I said,
point. He's
Joe,
an idiot.
I donated Joe
just
fucked
funny
your
that
mother and you
Ryback
blocked me.
All right, listen, we got to wrap up. I'll be live tomorrow night for Monetize this Friday night, and then Saturday night will be Beat the Clock. Thank you to Rastafa for being here to do Out of Nowhere. Amazing stuff with him and Asher as well. Thank you, Asher. And then everybody else who came on afterwards to have a little crazy fun. Yes, Mikkel.
What into your box and sell it?
Wrap it up.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to my Boston Celtics. The same thing that happened to your brain when you were born. It didn't.
You get thrown against the wall.
Things didn't go right.
Hey, Joe, his mother
Piece
thrown
of
down the
shit.
stairs trying to fix his brain.
Unfucking Sith Negan, what are you sending me? Sith Negan has sent me something. The Lord himself, Sith Negan, has sent me something. What is it? Let's just have fun clip. What does that mean? Oh, is this the clip you've been telling me about for days? You want me to play?
It's porn.
Sith Negan is obsessed with this clip, and so aren't a couple people. They're like, you play this clip. Okay.
Breaking news.
Courtesy of Sith Negan. What is it going to be? Donation. Well, you know what? Anything. Let's just have fun. Anything over $15. Anything over $15, I'll do a shot. You got it, John. You got your wish. You got your wish. Anything over $15. Why is that? I don't understand why that's. Why is that funny? Like, I guess I don't get it.
Hey, Joe, play the video of that damn guy in the suit again. See if McKell recognizes him.
I got your wish. I guess.
Is that my dad?
Well, donation.
Well,
Well, you know what?
Suit, a monkey suit.
Am I supposed to be like? I guess is there like something? I don't get it. Let's just have fun. Is it because I said that? It's funny how I say it.
Anything over $15.
Let's just have fun.
The money, because you should have been taking a lot more shots.
Just have fun. Oh God, I'm dying.
Choke, pussy, choke.
Thank you for the clips. I know what you're talking. I do remember that now, Sith Negan. Thank you for sending me that clip. But yeah, I don't I guess I don't get it. I don't get it.
Bro, every fucking day you fucking drink the water and you fucking inhale it and you're young.
I do it all the time. I do it. I think there's something wrong. I think I have something wrong with me.
That's the 4th or 5th time this week.
You're retarded.
Hey, you hear what happened to Carlos Santos?
I'm telling you, man. Something's wrong with you, man.
Something is wrong. I agree with you.
You raised a piece of shit.
I think something is wrong. Anyway, we're out of here. Seriously, out of here. Guys, good night. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow night, Friday night. Monetize this, then Friday night, or Saturday night, beat the clock.
Get scared.
Get scared.
Tanahashi's a little yellow man.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Hey, maybe Gargus will go live.